She's dying. How do you cough and burp like that? Just
Everything's
doesn't it
coming
tear
out.
your throat up?
Nothing stays in. If it's air of any sort, my body's rejecting it.
I like how you didn't at all mention the tempura eel. Like that wouldn't be part of the equation.
Oh yeah, I had tempura eel for the first time. That was fun because I can eat food now.
Could you not before?
I mean,
I did. I had a 40-day fast.
That sounds unhealthy.
I pretty much lost a ton of muscle mass, but didn't lose that much body fat, which is kind of funny.
Oh, wait, was that when you were drinking the hot garbage water?
yeah.
Yep.
Ah, okay.
You know,
That was
you're
one of
probably
my.
gonna.
Yeah, that was actually after day. I did 25 days of no eating at all, like no food. That
my
was considered
God.
food. That was after day 25.
Okay, hold on for a second. It is April 13th, and we're on episode.
What?
13?
It's 13 or 14. I can't remember.
I think it's 13 because
Episode,
number three is still labeled as 13, and there's no other 13. So
I mean, I don't think I
It's-
posted the last one, but I don't remember. Anyways,
you still have to fix number 3 to actually say number 3.
you guys have broken into the city and making your way to the palace. I was thinking that maybe, because before I had planned that there was, you guys could either talk to some citizens or once you're past the walls, people are just going to assume you belong here. So no one's stopping you now that you're inside.
Even if we smell like shit.
You guys in the didn't you guys jump in a fountain when
I think Twig jumped in the fountain.
Twig!
Pretty sure
I still
smelling like
smell
shit would be an improvement for Twig.
I think that we had the exact
It
same
doesn't
joke too.
smell like shit right now.
I think she always smells like shit.
Andy's just so offended. She smells like shit right now.
hot garbage water shit. But she took a bath for the first time in her life. And,
No, I have a feat for smelling bad. It's more powerful. It comes from the inside.
Okay, but you don't smell like the sewer.
No, it's just like rotten garlic.
Anyways, the point being is that you guys could do some stuff around the town while you wait for Mention to get on, or you could also scout the outside of the palace to figure out what your plan is. You guys could even start breaking in if you wanted to. I just think you guys have a real advantage if Mention's on when you talk to the Elephant King.
Okay.
There's plenty to do in the city, and there's plenty to do as far as planning and breaking in. It just depends what you guys want to do.
Let's do something. Twig's not good at making plans because
Yeah.
everybody hates them all the time. So I'm just going
Well,
to
do we have a place to stay?
be quiet. Ooh, that's smart.
Maybe we should find a place to stay. Like a really cool tavern, but like in a sketchy part of town so no one knows what we're doing.
Choo-choo boo-boo bat face. You is so dang smart.
Sometimes, my dear.
I loves it. I'm a deer? Oh my goodness. I've never been called a deer before. I hear people call deers all the time. Twig's never been a deer. Do I have antlers now?
Oh my God.
That's how it goes. So let's just move on with that.
Let's go.
This is you guys ask Mention where the best place for you guys to lay low might be, and he suggests that there are probably plenty of places to stay in the market area.
That
So
sounds
let's
great.
go to the market area.
Who's the leader? You make a decision. Can we appoint a leader?
I think it's Sugar Butt.
Captain of the team.
It's Belle
Sugar Butt?
and nobody.
We've lost the head of the snake. We don't know what to do.
Well, there's two Sugar Butts. One's he's got blonde hairs, and in the other Sugar Butt, he's got white hair. Pretty much anybody with
Yeah.
light hair is Sugar Butt.
Ron to me is the leader of the group.
I can agree with this.
I'm just gonna follow him.
Wait, what are we doing now?
Whatever you
Remember-
want, baby cakes.
Here's what we're trying to find. We need to find ourselves a really shady-looking tavern that also has rooms upstairs.
smart too. Are you two brothers?
So,
Brothers
Shall
from
I?
a different mother.
I feel like this is a thing that I do all the time when I roll into a town is find a tavern. So I should be good at finding taverns, right?
You can
Good thing I can do in life, I can find a bar in a town.
roll your survival and you have advantage.
Goddamn right. That's an 18.
Woo!
Whoop, whoop.
You find the absolute shittiest bar / hostel in the market area. It's called the Dusty Trunk. And it's a real dive watering hole. They don't even have Baccarat.
Wow.
Southern or northern?
No Baccarat at all.
What's the Gwent situation in this place?
There's not like official tables, but there's people just, at their own seats drinking. You could always just ask somebody.
Got it. All right. We roll in. Is there a bartender?
Yeah, there is a young male elephant man polishing a large tankard.
Elephant man.
Now, is it a large tankard for us or a large tankard for him?
It's normal in his hands.
Okay.
Hey, Melodious, you want to come with me? See if we can get you a gig here.
Of course. I'd love to play a good song for these people.
Right? Barkeep.
How's it going?
Fan-fucking-tastic. This town is awesome. I'm Don of Waterdeep, and this here is a bard that I manage him. I'm his manager.
Well met, travelers. Can I interest you in a drink?
Absolutely. In fact, I'll take a couple pictures for the guys over there at the table. Did you guys all go sit down at a table?
I prefer a booth.
There's no. Sorry.
I like the idea that you guys are over arguing about table or booth right now. But I'm like, a couple of pictures of whatever loudmouth soup you got for the gang over there. And I noticed there's no music playing in here. I got an expert with the music.
Oh, do you play bagpipes?
Oh my god, yes.
I don't not play bagpipes.
We're really fans of wind instruments here.
That's
I have a
perfect.
flute.
You love Twig.
Does the bar have any kind of a pet?
Oh.
Like, is there like a bar cat or like a bird or something like that?
Let me roll for it. If it's an odd number, there's a bird.
Bar iguana.
Nope. There's no animals.
Okay.
Aw.
Oh.
Bar
Aw.
iguana would have been amazing.
Right?
Well,
Would you
especially-
be interested in having a bar land shark?
Are you
That
giving away your land shark already?
No. It would just murder everyone, and then we could come back and just take everything that's here.
Do caricatures.
Okay,
So,
but real quick, you're selling Melodious as a musician when he's a painter.
wait.
I am a musician as well, thank you.
Hey, it's a
Okay.
bar.
Just making sure because it's not your main focus.
I am a minor. I have a major in the colored arts, and I have a minor in the accordion.
There we go.
He colored.
Yeah, yeah, because I fucking like the color. What's it to you? Why must you judge me?
I feel like an accordion is like a wind instrument, right?
It is because
It
you're
is, yeah.
compressing and pushing in and out of the wind. Yes.
The Luxodon scratches his ear and he goes, "Oh, I'll take your word for it, mister. I've never heard of no accordion."
Well, I tell you what, we're looking for a place to crash for a night or two while we're here in town. What say you let my friend here tickle the old accordion, and if you approve, maybe we can trade a little bit of music for a place to sleep.
Sure, it's just you two, right?
No, we got the group over there. We only need 2 rooms, though.
All right, let's see how good he is.
All right.
Oh, you better roll good.
You said you've never heard of the accordion. I promise. You'll never forget.
I walk over with the pitchers of booze and sit down at the booth with everybody. I pull up a chair and sit Chachi style, backwards.
You guys, my feet don't touch the ground. I never been in chairs this big.
It's a great experience.
So do we all look like children in these things?
Especially Andy.
I'm just swinging my legs back and forth. When's my pint coming?
Josh brought it.
Here you go,
Oh,
guys.
we all.
Yep. If you're quarter, roll your performance, and everyone else, if you're drinking, roll your constitution save.
Damn it.
I brought
Can I?
a pitcher of water and a pitcher of booze, so you can have either.
You know, I might.
Oh shit!
Told
know
you he
what?
wouldn't forget it.
But accordion is ON, so you just roll the wrong one. It's okay. Just roll the other one.
Nope.
Is
Good
it
try.
accordion instead of
So I like that
accordion?
that was a natural 1 on the accordion playing.
Hey, man.
The
That's why I'm rolling for Juju, because then our rolls will be the same.
quarter, roll your perception.
Come on, get
Disadvantage.
a number 1 so I can believe that they are loving this.
Okay, you look around and everyone at your table is holding their ears and glaring at you, but all the elephants around the room are tapping their feet and bobbing their heads. The bartender comes up to you and gives you your own tankard of ale and goes, "Well, if you told me it sounded so close to bagpipes, I had have said yes from the
Hey, I
Thought
have
I was going to
a.
need a warm-up. Apparently I was wrong.
I have it. Can I use my crowbar? I'm gonna pick Juju's butt up with a crowbar and shove some stuff underneath him so he can sit up on
What?
the fire.
What's going on with my butt?
Why do you need a crowbar?
Why
Yeah, I
can't
don't-
you just have him get up? Why do you have to shove a crowbar there?
Because Twig doesn't know people.
All right, Andy, do you resist when Twig tries picking you up out of nowhere with 0 warning?
Yes.
I'm just trying to make a booster seat for him.
This fight.
Stephanie, roll your strength, and Juju, roll your strength save.
Why can't he use just San? Just sit on San.
That's a good point. But
Wait, because they don't serve their kind.
But we're inside though.
Porter, you gotta roll Juju's Constitution save and his strength save.
You got it, brother. Hold on.
Bring Harold in here.
Constitution save and strength save?
Yep. Oof. You are picked up like a little baby, and
Like a turtle on his back. Wrong character.
Twig has put a bunch of random items underneath you to sit on.
I was fine, thank you.
I know, but your eyes were so creepy. They were staring at my chest. They're very green, it turns out.
His eyes
Hey.
or your breasts?
Both?
I just put my eyes in boobs. It's okay.
I knows, but Twigs ain't that kind of lady.
I'm sorry, they just look like mountains. So
Not yet.
she
you're not.
She looks down and like a little skeptically. He is gray.
Quarter or Josh, the bartender comes up to you with refills, and he goes, "Yeah, if your buddy could play a couple hours every night, be happy to give you one room gratis, but you got to pay for the other."
Sure, close enough.
So it's 10 silver a night.
Yep, sounds great.
Yeah, I mean, I think I might lose more than that running for the carriage.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
So we did it.
Yay! Quarter roll
Yay.
performance again. The question is, do you want me to? Oh, it was before you were gonna roll. I was gonna say, do we want to consider a high roll, you playing how you know the elephants want it, which is awful, or do you just want a low roll so the elephants like it?
I hadn't even considered a high roll could be a purposefully bad, but I suppose that would technically work.
If
That
you're
would make sense. Yeah.
to make the elephants happy, it would be playing bad.
Yeah, sure. Then I'll play. Then I will purposefully play bad by like leaving a baffle open on it or something. I don't know. I don't really know exactly how accordions work, but I imagine there'd be something I could do on it that would make it sound out of tune.
Is there a certain spell that you could cast that would make people hear something different?
I mean, I could cast prestidigitation to make it sound louder.
Louder's great for these guys.
Louder is better. They've got huge ears.
Anyways, you guys have worked that all out. If anyone's drinking the second round, roll your constitution save, and you guys could go shopping or exploring. You could talk to anyone at the bar about what's happening inside the city, since you only know
21.
one guy's you've only talked to that one freedom fighter outside.
Yeah. Are we sure we're siding with the right people here? Are we with the right elephants, the pachyderms?
Hey, you rolled an 11. You don't get to talk.
Yeah, this is the only reason why I am talking is because I'm starting to get shit faced.
Wait, ain't all elephants the right elephants? That was a Republican joke. Okay.
Wait, what?
Well, but how do we know that the ones on the outside of the wall were actually the ones that we need to be siding ourselves with?
Well, these people are with the magistrate, right?
That's what the elephants on the outside told us.
Ah.
I mean, the guys inside are being run by the whatever the fuck those bad guy anti-magic dudes, right? What were their names?
But that's the same. That's what I was saying. Like that's what the outside elephants said.
Chris,
Yeah,
Chris
the
is saying
Lycromancers.
you guys are basing this all off of one dude telling you guys something.
Sounds good. Why don't you rock up to the bar and ask the bartender who's in charge of this town? If it's
Hold on.
Does anybody remember their names?
Frank.
Pikachu.
No, it was like
Anwar al-Makruh.
no. The actual what are the fucking bad guys in the
Lycromancers.
world?
Lycromancers. Or
There we go.
Lycromancers.
Oh man, I was hoping for a low roll.
You took another one?
I got yeah. Well, yeah. I need the courage to go up and talk to the bartender.
You did it. I mean,
Twig high fives you.
it feels like a goose chase, but sure, go see if Liquormage has actually run this town or not.
Not necessarily if the Lycromages run this town, but if just because we're not necessarily sure if Anwar is saying the whole truth.
Just go up to him and ask him what's the 411.
Yeah. I'll do that. Yeah. I'll walk up to the bartender and be like, "Hey," I'll awkwardly point at him and be like, "So, I hear you guys. There's some ruckus outside the walls."
Oh yeah, that's
Wonder-
just it's just a lot of young folk, trying to act like bulls when they're just idiots.
Yeah, that heard that. But okay, right. I was thinking Anwar being the leader of the Luxton United Front.
Yep.
Tamir?
Yeah. Tamir is the leader of the city. Yeah, I wrote it down.
You're so smart.
No, I just took. That's the only thing I wrote is that guy's and then the other guy's name. That's it. From my
Yeah,
last
me too. Pretty much we have the same notes.
Yeah. So I hear Tamir he's a swell guy. I don't know much about him though. You know, being that I'm not obviously I'm not from here.
Yep, you're clearly from the north.
I don't even know what that means.
I know. It's like I feel like
Was I insulted?
I'm just gonna
uh, what was
yeah.
your perception, Vermal?
Perception?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Regardless, I don't have a spine to say anything about it anyway. So.
Pretty sure you're a vertebrate.
All right, I'll go with the first one. For some reason, it didn't. I clicked it the first time, and it for some reason it didn't pop up until I clicked it the second time.
Well, you didn't notice anything.
Yeah.
The bartender leans in closer to you and he goes, yeah, Tom Ayer's doing a great job. I just feel bad for the man. He's got so much pressure.
I bet. There any weird stuff going around that you may know about, other than the calves outside the walls? You know, those young guys. Like any leader issues?
The
I'm gonna take another drink, by the way.
the Lux
Whoa.
looks around a little nervously, and then he you notice he's kind of tapping his trunk on the bar, like he's holding his hand out. He's like, I might know something.
Hey.
Here's some juice.
First, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give him the high five to the trunk with my skeleton hand. Pa.
He looks pretty grossed out.
And then I'm gonna give him 10 silver. I'll give him 20 silver.
Okay.
Here. I hope I'm reading this right, and I said that out loud. So what? I mean, you think you can maybe give us some information? Some. You got something? I don't know. You're obviously waiting for a bribe.
He takes the money and he tucks it into his pocket with his trunk, and then he leans in even closer and he goes, here at the Dusty Trunk, we pride ourselves on knowing everything happening in the city. What exactly do you want to know, friend?
Is there maybe some? And this is when I get real close to him. I go, I don't know, maybe some corruption in the was it, like they have a council, right? They have a.
No, it's just a Shi'ar. Is what they call their king.
Shi'ar?
That's Tamir, or is that somebody else?
That's Tamir.
Okay. Maybe some of his lower ranking officials might be, I don't know, maybe there's something that we don't know. Maybe they're corrupted. Do you know anything like that?
The bartender looks at you. He starts laughing and he goes, "There's no one less corrupt in the entire Luxodon kingdom than Tom Ayer. That man couldn't break a rule if it would save his own child's life."
Oh, that sounds terrible.
Well, that was hyperbole, my friend. That was just a extreme example.
I start immediately crying a little bit of blood tears, not a lot, just enough because I imagined him actually,
It was a joke. He doesn't even. It's
okay. It makes me feel better. Okay.
Why'd you making my buddy cry?
Last question. Ignore her. Have you seen lycromancers? Have you seen any around here inside the city?
when you say that, you realize with your shitty Constitution save, you're talking really loud. Because
15. I thought that was pretty good.
your last one says 7. Oh, that's Twig. Wait, I got confused.
It's okay.
Why are you bullying my buddy, making him cry blood?
I always cry blood. You know this. We've had this conversation. I always cry blood.
If you
that-
say
Have you seen a physician?
I'm pretty sure I have cancer in my tear ducts.
God.
I don't
When I
even know
cry,
what
my
that
cancer gets worse, and that just makes me cry more. It's an awful cycle.
So the elephant spits on the ground when you mention lycromancers, and he goes, "Yeah, they're here. They're trying to push their weight around inside the city, but Tamair has them wrapped around his trunk."
I'm gonna go. Thanks for all the information. And I do the finger guns, and then I go back to my group, excited. I do a little, not a whole jig, but just kind of like I have a little pep in my step as I somehow get back on the chair.
Is this because he called you
just look
friend?
like you're ready to wrestle.
What? No. It's not because he called me friend. It's he says he's confirmed that there's necromancers in the city, and he thinks that Tamair has them wrapped around his finger, but Tamair is corrupt. So that's why I'm assuming maybe he has that part of the information backwards. That maybe
Wait.
Tamair is a puppet.
I thought Tamair was not corrupt from what he said.
That's the opposite of what he said. He literally said he'd break every rule.
No, you heard me wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I said that he would not break any rule, even if it was going to save his son.
Oh, wow. I completely misunderstood you then.
Said
Yeah,
that
me
part.
too.
Okay.
He was trying to say, I guess, super unsuccessfully, that Tamair is very lawful.
Okay.
Lawful good?
Lawful question mark.
All he learned was lawful.
That's fine. Okay,
Lawful
so
rhymes with
we know that
lawful.
there's necromancers inside the city, and they're trying to get to higher up. They're trying to make their way into the city. Like they're trying to establish themselves. But apparently Tamair isn't letting them.
Good.
That's the complete. I mean, that's saying the complete opposite of what we heard from Anwar, who said that the king is corrupt and he's actually.
Well, then, sounds like we just need to talk with the king, and then we can make our own decisions.
Let's kidnap him.
That would sound like something Twig would say, not you. Yeah. So at least we've confirmed that the necromancers are in the city, but I'm still 50-50 on whether or not who to believe as to who's got the righteous cause here. You know, like I don't necessarily see the people on the outside as evil because they might be feeling that they're doing the right thing.
Does he have a mistress? Maybe we can hunt down a mistress and ask her questions.
Well, if he's a righteous man who won't break the rules, then having a mistress would probably be out of the question. I mean, I don't know how elephants do it. I don't know how they.
From behind.
Thank you. Whether they're monogamous or not, though, I don't know.
I think someone else should find that out.
Can I walk up to the bar, jump back down, and be like, I'm gonna run out of silver if I keep going up there. So if anybody else wants to maybe
Okay.
help, somebody with higher charisma.
Do you guys want to go scout the palace or find any shops to buy stuff?
Oh,
I asked a question in the chat. Is there anything on the table like peanuts, pickles, spare change, coasters, pepper grinder?
pepper grind.
People.
There are a basket of peanuts at every table and shells all over the floor.
This is a Roadhouse grill?
Yes.
Disgusting.
So welcome to the bartender. Hey, friend, what was your name again?
Xander.
Cool. Super cool name, Xander. Hey, I was wondering, cool guy like you probably know where a fella could get some healing potions in this part of town, right?
He looks at your inventory and goes, "Don't you have lots of healing potions?"
I don't think so.
You guys
Oh,
have
yeah, you do. You have,
Yeah, but I was just say we should all have like a shit ton of
Oh,
them,
that's
if I
right. We got
remember
a bunch of
correctly.
them at the time. All right, never mind. Hey, listen,
Yeah,
what
I
do you
got
guys-
12.
You guys are already in Market Square. You could literally find anything the city sells where you already are.
Sounds good. Hey, man, how far is the palace from here? Here, it looks really cool. I'd love to take a peek at it.
Well, it's the biggest building in the city, so we always use it as our landmark. But it's just straight north of here, just about, I'd say, 20 minutes walk.
Cool. All right, Xander, finger guns and walk away. Hey, do you guys want to go look at the palace?
Let's go. And then there's
Let's go.
no more peanuts on the table.
Stole all the peanuts.
It's gonna piss these elephants off. All right.
Yeah, let's get out of here. I really quickly paint a mural on the wall.
Spray on the wall.
Pretty much. That's my character now. This is a business mural to make the dusty trunk seem more lighthearted than it is,
Okay.
to hopefully invite in new customers.
Okay.
Perhaps maybe an elephant in a bikini, which I'm not sure how many bikini tops an elephant would have to wear. I don't know how many breasts elephants have.
I mean, you should definitely ask one of the female elephants in the bar if you can paint her like your French girls.
Hey, elephant lady, how many tits you got?
Do it in character.
Are there any women at the bar?
I'm afraid to say yes.
And you have to play her.
Yeah, there is one lady sitting at a table alone.
God, I hope she's
They're
Excuse
all,
me, ma'am. How would you feel about being immortalized in color on the wall?
Roll your friendliness.
Before she has a chance to even answer, I just hand her a piece of cloth. Put this on. Persuasion?
She looks at
And
you.
it's literally just a strip of cloth.
Hold on, I'm trying to find a picture.
A good reaction to an elephant being hit on by a small human? Yeah.
We're all watching.
Yeah, I know. Give me a second.
We're all giving him like thumbs up from our table.
We're all doing the finger guns. Yeah.
It's totally gonna work.
What the
Yeah.
fuck? Stampy? I have a whole fucking elephant
Did
folder.
you say stampede? If this causes a stampede, I'm gonna be really upset.
No. Stampy is the name of the elephant guy, the Luxodom that you guys are friends with. But you don't ask him any questions.
Excuse
Oh
me.
my god, I just got an idea.
We
Was
put
that Stampy?
Stampy in a bikini.
Oh, that's a better idea.
Yes.
Quarter in the last city. I never got to show you this, but there's people you guys could have talked to and found out about another artist in the last city. They can make
Aw.
come to life.
That's awesome. I would have totally loved to have learned that skill.
And I would have learned to fly.
A flying turtle?
Oh,
Are you a Koopa? Are you
Yeah,
a Koopa
of course.
Troopa?
Well, now
Okay.
that you say it, yeah.
Yeah, I
mean,
got my
sounds-
flying carpet.
Wait, you have a
Uh-oh.
flying carpet? Why the fuck are we walking anywhere?
Yeah, wait, what?
He has a broom.
That's a broom. That's right.
And it doesn't fly. It just hovers.
Hovering-
Oh, yeah.
It's a hovering broom, yeah.
It's a hoverboard broom.
Oh my god, I don't know why I just got a mental image of him like trying to fly over a pond and then some burly guy just yelling, "Those brooms don't work on water."
Nice.
So weird. Anyways, the elephant lady looks at you and takes the string and she goes, "I couldn't even wipe my butt with this," and throws it in your face.
I'm a little upset by that.
That wasn't a no.
Here, take this. And then I throw some like gross curtains I've had inside my bag for a while.
I feel you may have misunderstood me. I was hoping to paint you on a mural.
Oh, how much you pay?
Normally I would pay 4, but for you, I think I'll pay 5 gold.
You've got a deal there, little guy.
But only if you wear the string. Come on, that's more than she'll make in a year.
You don't know her.
I don't know her, but I'd like
She's
to.
at the Dusty Knuckle.
It's a trunk.
It's a dusty trunk, not a dusty knuckle. Oh, Jesus. I don't know what a dusty knuckle is, but that sounds horrifying.
Sounds like
I'll tell you this much: it costs 5 gold in Waterdeep.
yeah. That's at the Ashy Elephant.
Oh, man.
Gross.
She just laughs and like in a flash has changed like so quickly you didn't even see it happen.
Dope. And brushes of agua.
Woo! You felt inspired.
Roll your perception, Quarter.
It turns out she wasn't an elephant this whole time. She was just a big old fat girl.
Everybody else roll your perceptions.
Because I certainly didn't fucking notice. And
10.
I painted it.
You painted it without paying attention.
I didn't
rolled
notice anything either.
Roll,
21.
roll Juju's perception.
You got it.
Thank you.
All I'm seeing is an elephant in a thong, so.
You got a 4.
Oh shit.
Ron is the only one that noticed that this elephant has 2 trunks.
Oh, the guy.
I made her look like a god. You know, like Vishnu.
Nope, it's just the tranny hooker at the bar.
Wait, the painting has 2 trunks, or the elephant he's painting has 2 trunks?
Both. Quarter was not paying attention to the details. He just drew what he saw. All the gray skin just kind of blended in for him.
Plus, we don't know elephant anatomy.
Hey, guys,
They could all have penises. It's not your fault.
Or it has 2 trunks on its head.
It has.
I mean, I've got 2 arms.
I think,
How was I
yeah.
supposed to know?
Yeah, Jello, I'm just trying to understand. Are you saying
Exactly.
that this elephant has a dick?
yes,
Not
the elephant has a
fault.
dick.
Great, cool. Hey, Xander, so what do you say we get a free room one more night for the sweet tranny elephant we painted on the wall?
Hey, it's a really good 21
amazing
roll.
Xander goes, that's a heck of a painting, but I am going to have to cover that up because, not to judge, I just think my customers won't even be able to get their ale down.
I mean, it's obviously that kind of place, bro.
It's called the Dusty Knuckle, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we invited someone in to paint them. This person was already hanging out here.
Hanging the opportune word.
Yeah, I mean, I would say consider it advertising. You're welcome.
They're like a mascot. It looks just like the mural outside the Ajayi bar called the Banana Slings.
What if we just put a
You
tiny
never been
black
there?
square?
It's a hoot.
Just, oh yeah, we'll just put the name of the bar over the second trunk.
A big.
It's got plenty of room. So
How about this? What if we paint over the dick? Is that the problem?
No, I'm not one to judge. It's fine, but no, you're not getting a free room out of it. Maybe next time, I don't know, ask before you paint someone's wall.
Sounds good. All
I
right,
will
lesson
never do
learned. I'm going to take this as a teachable moment, and we're gonna hit the old dusty trunk, as it were, and walk on to the castle. It's been real. See you later, Xander.
Are you saying I'm going to be a princess?
Juju, roll Juju's athletics.
Oh boy.
Where is he
I just step
running?
away for 1 second. Sorry.
Where is he running to or from?
He's popping off his rickety child stool that Stephanie for him. Juju, you land perfectly on your feet, and right next to you, Juju just falls chin first onto the ground. Not Juju, Twig falls chin first on the ground based off her last Constitution save.
What? That was a while ago. Twig already peed it out.
Nope, you didn't, because we haven't gotten back to you.
But it's got to go.
Anyways, Juju, the strong Luxodon arms pick you up, and the lady in your curtains asks if she can keep them.
I'm sorry. What just happened?
Andy, you landed perfectly on your feet, but Juju was drunk and fell out of her chair.
Oh, okay.
And then the cross-dresser asked if she could keep the outfit that Twig gave her.
Yeah, sure.
He was asking Twig.
I thought you were
I
asking
thought it was
me.
in the ground.
You did hit the ground. She picked you up, and now she's asking to keep the robes that you gave her.
Oh, you mean that curtain I stole from... You know what? You can keep it. I got more curtains inside where they came from. This is your color, honey. Don't let anybody tell you different. Run along now, child.
Okay, thank you.
Why do I feel like that's going to come back to bite us in the ass?
That
Like, there's no
is
reason it
luckiest
should, but I
lady
genuinely
have
feel like that's going to come back and bite us in the ass. I feel like this is another Ethan in the baking.
I don't think so. I think you're trying to drop hints for some reason. This is Porter really trying to screw everyone else on the game.
Jello's just like, I mean, I hadn't planned on it, but now that you say
Just
something.
make a suggestion about an overarching villain that crucifies all the friends you make.
Oh my
Look,
god, with 2 trunks.
you're fine because as long as you don't put on your resume that you painted the Dusty Trunks mural on the wall with a tranny, I think you'd be fine.
Yeah, I mean, I would never autograph my own art or anything like that. I'm covering up my signature.
You guys have already left.
No, I want them to know.
It was pretty accurate, I'm gonna say.
Is it the thrill of it?
Yes,
I mean, they say impressionism is the finest form of flattery. And I
All
did ask if she was thick.
3
with the
C's.
2 C's? I don't even know what it means, but I know that thick with 2 C's is supposed to be a good thing.
Thick.
If you had a 3rd C, it's even better.
Oh.
That's right.
We never knew there's such a thing. Oh my goodness. Oh my
You can just
stars.
keep
Lord, you guys
adding
are
C's.
outside the palace still talking about this.
I thought there was only 1 C in the alphabet. How is there 3 C's?
I
Now
hope
there's
she's still
3.
there when we get back.
So, have
Alright.
have any of you thought about the fact that this is literally the leader of this entire city, and he may not necessarily want to speak to a bunch of us?
I thought we were just coming to case the joint.
Is that what we're doing? I thought somebody said we're gonna try and talk to the king too.
At some point,
We should
take
just
a look around.
walk up to him and just start talking.
You know, you miss 100% of the monsters you don't take a shot at.
I'll set up the duffel bag just in case.
Did you say hemp?
Yeah, hemp bag.
What's
Okay.
the double bag for?
Oh God, it hurts.
Just in case.
Apparently.
Surprised it's not a seaweed bag.
No. We're not gonna try and capture him. That's stupid. That's not what we'd try and do.
We could put the elephant man in a duffel bag. I mean,
No.
we
I
could
thought
put
you were
parts of
gonna
him
get
in.
a hat.
Why are you asking me this out loud in the middle, right in front of the castle?
Just right in front of the castle. We should kidnap the king.
No.
Guys, we're gonna have to cut him up into smaller
Crazy.
pieces.
Are you guys at least talking in the shell in front of the city guards?
we're in our little. We're,
That's our MO.
Does anyone or everyone want to roll their perception now that you're here?
I'd love to.
My head's leg hole.
That's a 10.
The first one was me. The second one is Juju. So I got a 19. Juju got an 18. No, wait, sorry. I got a 1. Juju got an 11. Exactly.
I have
Just as I planned
16.
it.
Quarter, while you're supposed to be scouting, you realize you left one of your paint caps off, and it's just all over the inside of your bag.
Oh God damn it! I don't have enough varnish for this.
Juju, you would notice that there seems to be plenty. There's like a big square, open square with some art and statues in front of the palace, all pretty elephant themed. You would notice that there seems to be plenty of citizens just walking around and mostly seem to be happy.
Okay. Is there a fountain? Are they playing in the water?
There is a big fountain in the center. A Vermal, you would notice that plenty of citizens seem to be just walking right by the two guards out front, right in the main doors. You would also, I'm only giving you guys details of what you see from the front. You can, there's side streets you could walk all the way around if you wanted.
They don't seem to stop the citizens, but they're all Loxodons, right? They're not.
Yeah, you pretty much have only seen Loxodons.
Okay. So in my head, I'm still.
So
thinking
notice there are two Lycromancers that are actively by the. You guys have been standing here long enough that two Lycromancers have walked by and seem to be circling the palace like official guards.
I definitely make sure that the rest of the crew knows that. I'm gonna try and not point them out completely. Obviously, just be like, look at those two right there. Look at them, Necromancers. I could smell them from here.
So can we work out the timing on when they come by?
Yeah, but they're not necessarily guarding. They're more casing the joint.
No, they're guarding. They're
guarding?
Yeah.
They're guarding.
They're on patrol circling the building.
That's not a good sign.
The bartender's a friggin' liar. I know we can trust him.
I think maybe.
Wait, what did he lie about?
He said
that the Elephant King has the Lycromancers wrapped around his trunk. So this could be part of it.
I don't think so. I don't know. I feel uncomfortable about all of this.
Maybe he says it's here for decorations.
You might be right.
Like those two things, they're important.
Yep.
But really, they're just there because the king makes them. He picked out stupid ones on purpose.
I don't feel like. I just don't feel like the Necromancers would just bow down to. Hold on, I look around and let's just while we're all here, I look at Stampy and I go, sorry for this, but I don't feel like Necromancers would bow down to even the king of these elephants. It just doesn't make any sense to me. They're taking over city by city. Why all of a sudden would they just be buddy with this guy? It doesn't make any sense.
So wait, first you didn't trust the guy outside the gate. Now you don't
Nope.
trust the king inside the gate.
I don't trust anybody. I don't trust any of these people.
So check it out. If we're gonna go in there, we should have some kind of cover story, right? We're gonna walk up to the gate. We're gonna try and go in and say what's up to the king. They're gonna be like, "Why do you want to talk to the king?" And we got to have a reason why. Anybody got a reason why we'd be talking to him?
Food
No.
production in the East. He needs to know about it.
We need to seize the means of production.
Reproduction?
So we're offering to seize the means of production for him?
Yeah. Yes,
Yes.
exactly.
Seize the means of production for what?
We're offering to seize the means of production of his enemies.
Sure.
If his enemies
Yeah.
can't produce, they can't survive. It's a great idea. And then we kidnap him.
So we're going to offer to work for him
Well, my bag.
against the guys outside the gate. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. I just want to make sure we've got our story straight. Because,
I mean, I think this will
we
work.
rarely do.
How could it not work?
So we roll in and we're like, hey, we're adventurers from a lot of different countries. We came across the sea. We heard you got some beef going on internally, a little bit of local strife. There's some separatist dissidents who are trying to break up your cool, good times, right? And we want to help you because we think you're great.
We want to help you separate them from their own lives. It's a great idea.
We're real law and order kind of guys. We don't really pick
Mercenaries
sides.
now?
Whoever's in charge, that's who we follow. Is that our story?
Yeah. We're going to do this within the means of the law, or at least or at least in a way where no one will see us breaking the law. Let's convince him that we can get rid of his problem in a legal way, or if we do convince him that it is an illegal way, let's at least convince him that it's outside of his purview so he doesn't have to know. You know, the general, we'll take care of it, wink.
So then the goal here is to get him to hire us to kill the guys outside the gate.
Or just take care of them, you know, whatever.
All right, does this work for everybody?
I think it's a good plan.
You are the smart ones. Let's do it.
All right,
I'm sure
cool.
Somebody just called my plan smart. Jesus, we're doomed.
Yeah, I figure we're fucked, but let's walk right in.
Well, let's wait till the liquormancers go by.
All right.
Let's just push them off a ledge or something.
I'm gonna pretend like I'm staring at the statue and enjoying it. Oh my
There's
God, look
two
at
other
that.
guards at the gate, right?
Yeah.
Like regular guards?
Yeah, they're Luxodom guards. Everybody can roll their perception again.
That's a performance, that's a nature, that's a perception. And this is Juju's perception.
21.
12.
So I rolled a 1 and Juju rolled a 17.
I rolled a big sweet 7.
Juju and Twig work out when the Lycromancer guards walk by. Twig notices as you guys are getting closer to the palace, on the right side of the building, there seems to be a service ladder that could get you on the roof.
Look! I sees a ladder because it has this tall. Look, look, look. We can get up here. Y'all ready? We're going to do this, all right?
No, not the ladder right now. Twig, we're just walking in regular. Remember, we're going to ask for a job.
Okay.
We're not sneaking in this time, okay?
No sneaky sneaky.
That
but
could
you
also
like
be a
the
way
thing I
to
found.
get out.
I can distract the guards.
Well, I mean, everybody else has just been walking right past them. Let's see if we can just walk right past them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe this is just kind of like an open, trusting society of elephants.
Let's just roll up. Act like you're supposed to be here, guys. Nobody, start a conversation with the guards. Just walk right past them like normal. And that's what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I'm big and gray. Let's do this.
You guys walk by the guards. They definitely give you a stare down, like better not cause any trouble while you're here, but they don't stop you from going in.
All that hubbub for nothing.
Yeah, we're I'm following like where everybody's going, right? I assume there's kind of like a flow inwards to where the meeting chamber would be.
Yep, there's you can follow some other people in, and there are lots of side rooms and other hallways to go down, but there's a guard at every place you could possibly accidentally get lost. It's basically you're just going straight down this main temple palace hallway straight to the throne room.
So it's like a White House tour.
Yes.
Okay.
When you guys we're gonna say that you guys come in on the left over here,
Yeah.
and the throne is right here on the right. When you guys come into the main palace chamber, you see there is a line of Luxodon citizens. Everybody roll your perception.
23.
Perception.
5.
Okay, I got a 13. Juju got a 5.
I turn to Juju and I say, hey, listen, I'm just going to look fucking super tough while we do this, so you talk to the king and convince him to hire us.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Yeah, man, you're like our most honorable law and order dude.
Yes. Matter of fact, that sounds like a great idea. I'm gonna hype you up. Bardic Inspiration. Trying to figure out where the button is for that.
Ron, you notice that the people at the front of the line are bowing down on one knee and greeting their king as Shair. And they seem to, one at a time, be giving their grievances with just anything in the city. Sometimes it's neighbors stole their chickens, or sometimes it's just wanting a permission to build a new building. Just all sorts of city stuff that he seems to give approval or disapproval on. But what you also notice is next to him on a smaller throne, there is a female human in a Lycromancer costume.
Whoa.
She has a bald head and red robes and a cape, and every now and then, Josh, you rolled really high in your perception, so every now and then you can tell you can tell how bored this woman is, but at the same time, she seems to just, every person ahead of you in line, she just comes up with some excuse to go contrary to what the king says. And sometimes the king will push back and say, this isn't your place, or he'll just agree. And it seems to definitely fluster the Luxodons. Even when the Luxodons get what they want, it seems to really bother them every time this woman speaks up. But the king is being very diplomatic and very open to this woman. And at one point, you hear him call her Magistrate Salison.
Wait, what is that? Salison? Okay. All right.
You guys have made it. There's only 2 people ahead of you. It's taken over an hour in this line. There's more people behind you. Everybody roll your perception again.
That's a 14.
Mine and Juju. I got a 10. Juju got a 12.
I got a 9.
12.
Oh, you guys, I think the spider killed the frog.
Good.
Wait, what happened?
You just started a story that you never started. You just ended a story you never started.
Just texting us about it.
Spoilers.
I never got it, or I'm not paying attention to my phone.
Okay, so I got a 9 perception because I'm battling the frog. I mean, not the frog.
Josh, you would notice that as the person 2 people ahead of you is finishing, the person right in front of you has opened up this box in preparation to talk to the king, and inside is a perfectly polished, it is a glowing crystal, just like a bust of the king himself, and it looks like it's beautiful craftsmanship.
Cool. We're waiting our turn.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm getting another picture up. Oh my god, sorry, 1 second.
You're fine.
Since Mention didn't use my image that I liked, we're gonna say this guy's the king.
Hello?
Hey!
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hello.
I've got a special guest joining me.
Is it my
Hey,
mom?
Stand up.
Did you find her?
Stand up. They want to see you. Stand up.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, look, we got a person who's looking. They'll see you.
Hold on. Wait, I flipped it.
It's
My
the
bad.
basement that makes so much noise.
This is the noisy basement, yes. And
Yay!
also I discovered leaks.
Okay, hang on.
Who is it?
Oh, look, he's got a cat.
Let's take a look. He's got a kitty.
Tanto.
Aw.
Come on, stand up. Show yourself. That's Steph. That's Dan. That's Stephen. You know that guy?
Hi.
Who's that guy? Stand up and say hi.
Oh my gosh.
Come here.
Great.
Yeah. All right, say
Oh
hello.
my goodness. Hi.
Woman.
Say hi, Mr. Josh.
Hi.
His camera's over
Down. Now.
here. She wanted to see us play for a little bit.
Oh, awesome.
I'll turn the camera off so she doesn't get too embarrassed.
Same with the rest of us.
Yeah. Now you're off camera, kiddo. Why don't you sit up? He's got another cat. Look.
What?
He's got another cat. Yeah, see? That's cute.
Two cats.
All right.
All right, so So this is what the king looks like. Are you in Roll20 yet?
I am, yeah.
Okay. You guys are waiting in line to talk to the king. He has a very open court where people can just come to him with his problems and he'll decree on them. Next to the king is this Lycromancer lady. And she every now and then butts in. She seems bored, but she seems to just be there just to try to make the king's life harder and also make sure the Lycromancers get whatever they want out of every situation.
And mention we made a plan for attack. Don't worry about it. Just go with it.
Great.
Where's employees? It's gonna be great.
So we're standing in line right now?
You are one person away. Yeah, it means you're almost done with the line.
You get this?
How do you do it? Oh my god. Doing that.
The elephant in front of you, I'm gonna say, is this guy.
Let's see. I want to feel real cute. This game started.
Oh my gosh. Did it freeze? Is it working? Anyways, the guy in front of you, when he gets in line, the king actually stands up for the first time and he gives a small bow and he says, Master Craftsman, it is so good to see you.
Look at him with a bagpipe.
He has a bagpipe and a tambourine.
Yeah, he does.
That's amazing. Twig is excited.
Is that your guy?
Is his name Snorkel?
It's Master Craftsman Snorkel to you.
Nice. I loved his old band.
And the master bows deeply and he presents the crystal bust to the king and he says, our harvest has come in and as tradition we have brought you one of the finest pieces from our harvest. The guards stand up even straighter as the king leaves his throne, and he approaches the craftsman and he takes up the crystal bust of himself and he says, once again, master, you have outdone yourself. I have never seen such great work in all my time, and I'm not even saying that biasedly. That is definitely some great work. You even got my giant ears. And the whole crowd seems kind of nervous to chuckle about that, but it is true. Of all the elephants that you guys have seen, he does have much bigger ears proportionally to his head. That woman who you guys have heard her called Magistrate Salison, walks up to the king and says, I believe that now that should be presented to us. And the king looks at her and he seems to just glare at her for a moment and she glares at him and everyone in the room kind of bristles and seems upset about this. And then the king just kind of changes his whole look and goes, "Of course, we should honor our alliance. Please take this as a token. Let your leader stare at my face every day and place it in her office." And he just tosses her at her. And it's actually pretty big, so she just like barely catches it and has to lug it back. It's a lot heavier than it looks. When the king sits back down, he asks the master craftsman, "Are the locks still in place? Is it still safe?" And the master says, "I am happy to declare that everything is in order. The harvest has been successful, and the creature is still dormant."
That sounds like happy news.
Yeah. Magistrate Salison can't help but say something sarcastic and under her breath. Everybody roll their perception.
Got a 9. And Quarter's internet froze, so you need to roll for him and Andy.
Oh, perfect. Melodious. Perception and where did Juju go?
I don't know.
And perception. Okay. So Andy, you got a 5. Quarter got a 15. So Quarter and Mention, you guys hear. She says it just loud enough for the king to hear it, but you guys also pick up on it. She says, and it's a good thing for you too, because if we didn't rely on you for that, we'd have taken over this city. And the king ignores her, like she didn't even say anything. And he goes, "Master Craftsman, please stay in the city as my guest. We shall have you for dinner tonight." And the master graciously bows and plays a traditional elephant song on his way out.
Ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-dum-bum-bum,
Exactly.
ba-da-da-da.
It's the eye of
Baby,
the...
baby elephant dance. Whatever.
Okie dokie. It is now your guys' turn.
Since Mention wasn't here when we were making this plan, Chris, our current plan is that Andy, aka Juju, is going to tell the king that we want to work for him to wipe out the enemies outside the gates.
Okay.
And I don't know if you have a prior connection with this guy. Do you guys know each other, the king?
I don't know. I'm not from this town originally, but I was living here at the time.
Mention, you can roll your history.
An 18.
You have been in this room before. You have witnessed how it usually works with the king. You're familiar with Luxodon traditions. And your master is well known to the king. Well, usually when you come here, you're just silently, to the side with your master, and he's the one that addresses the king.
Yeah, he's dead now, right?
Yeah, he's dead now, so he might want that update. Or you assume he's dead. It was a shipwreck, and you are the only one that was found.
Yeah. All right.
So, but yeah, maybe if you introduce us or whatever. But Andy was going to take point on convincing the king.
Okay.
Yeah.
You got this, Juju.
The king.
You can do it.
You guys walk up to your place in the front of the line. What do you do first?
Well, I give the traditional Oliphant greeting.
You would know that that's a one knee bow.
And I look at the other guys like, come on.
Yeah, I do the knee bow thing.
Does everybody do it?
Yes,
I do not.
I do it. I'm excited being around tall people.
And Mention, you're still in your druid garb, right? Whatever that is.
Yes. It's your basic robe.
Okay. The king sits up when he notices you, and he looks at the Lycromancer nervously, and he says, Master Gardener, what are you doing here? I thought you were supposed to be on a diplomatic mission.
Yes, thank you, sir. Mission unfortunately got off at a really rocky start. My boss and some other of our party were lost. So I just want to let you know, it didn't kind of go anywhere, unfortunately. But hey,
Can you say that again? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
sorry. Yeah, we didn't really get off to a rocky start. We didn't really make it far, and most of the party was lost. I seem to be the only survivor of our mission. But luckily, my new friends here they rescued me. I'm here today because of them. I owe them my life, and I offered to introduce them to you because they wanted to talk to you.
The king, the Shi'ar, he mentioned. I just texted you some history of the city just so that you would know it more.
Okay.
The king looks at you and he looks really sad. He goes, I've known your master for 30 years.
I want to see everybody.
Great man
Nobody else
and
knows.
a great gardener. He roll your insight mention.
There it is.
Heyo.
So much furious typing.
I just texted you what your insight told you mention. And so he actually comes back off his throne again, and everybody stands up straight except you guys that are kneeling. And he puts his trunk on your shoulder and he says, "I'm very sorry for your loss, son." And then he looks to you. He goes, "It's been a while since we've had new visitors. What can I do for you? Anyone who would rescue one of my people can feel welcome in this city."
That's us.
Well, Juju, please state your case.
Well, hello, sir. I am a dwarf.
Yes. And what a lovely lady you are.
Well, thank you. That's flattering. My name is Juju, and I come to ask you that if you needed services for us to destroy things that are outside your wall, we would like to be hired to get rid of those things for you.
Do you mean the rebels outside my wall?
Yes, the rebels.
Andy, roll. I'm gonna roll your perception for you.
Okay.
In theory, you notice that he gives a kind of that Lycromancer is just boring holes into you, into all of you. But the king's everybody else roll your perception too. I'm gonna roll Meliodas'. Is Dan back?
I don't see him in any of the stuff.
He is still cleaning paint out of his bag. It's been an hour. Ron, you're the only one that notices this, but the king kind of gives a side, like his back is to this lady, and you see him give a sideways glance towards the Lycromancer, and he goes, "Oh no, that's not a big problem. Don't worry. We have everything under control." And gives another look back at that lady. And then he says, "You know what? As being such great heroes to our people, I would love for you to attend our royal dinner we're having tonight. Please be my honored guest."
Thank you very much. That'd be great.
Yes, food is good.
Does that mean I get to be a fancy lady?
Yes.
Twig's only been a fancy lady one other time, and Pinkie Pie taught me how. I'll be good this time.
Pardon my rudeness, milady, but I'm not familiar with your race.
I's an abomination. It's all right. Nobody likes me.
I feel like abomination must mean something different in your tongue.
No. My daddy and my mama, I met them the same day, and she killed my daddy, and she stuck his head on a stake, and that's how I met him. And she says, "You was an abomination," and then I run away.
I I'm sorry for your hard life. Family is often difficult.
Yeah.
But I'm glad to see you found a new family.
Asgot's family? Where's my mama at?
He looks at Kiva and goes, I guess her?
Pinky, use my mama?
He
I'm
goes,
so confused.
As you can see, I do have many more people to see today. Please talk to my assistant and we will arrange to have you come to dinner. And he goes back to his throne. As you guys are heading out, a young, actually not a young, a very old, grizzled, war-scarred guy that looks like he's in the Elephant King's Guard. He comes to you and kind of walks you guys along a private corridor for a minute, and he says, "Come back here. Dinner's at 6, but be here at 5:30. The king wants to talk to you privately. Take the back entrance. There'll be a guard waiting for you."
Okay.
And then he just keeps walking as if he'd never even spoken to you.
Two thumbs up at his back.
All right, it is 3 o'clock now. Do you guys just want to go straight to it, or is there something else you wanted to do before your meeting with the king?
I'm good to go straight to the meeting.
Yeah.
Do y'all want to make Twig jump into town again?
What else is there to do in town?
You want to go swimming?
All right. Well, Twig and Kiva can go put on better clothes if you want.
All right, cool. I'm putting my dress that's made out of the mast, and my rope around my waist. Great. We're out of the sail, I guess. That's what Twig's wearing.
Okay. Is anyone else dressing up for this royal dinner?
I'm wearing my best gardener's outfit.
I've got on the one pair of clothes that I own.
I would imagine you have like a fancier, shinier leather for special occasions.
I put on my fancy shiny.
I mean, when I played Witcher, there's been missions where you have to put on nicer. Well, you get to choose to put on nicer clothes.
I know what I want to do.
I'll put on something a little nicer myself.
Quarter, what you missed was you got a little info about some sort of crystal harvest, and the king has invited you guys to a royal dinner because he was actually friends with his master who had died. So to thank you guys for saving Mention, he invited you to this dinner. And then secretly, the captain of his guards told you guys to come early through the back door because the king wants to meet you privately.
I'm back, by the way.
That's why I was re-explaining everything to you.
Wait, I literally only heard like the last second of that.
Oh. Basically, you were getting invited to a private meeting before going to a royal dinner.
Dope.
And the girls are dressing up. Josh is putting on his fancy black leather. Mention is wearing something else so he doesn't look like a druid.
Yeah, not too much.
And I'm guessing Vermal.
Polishing his shell.
Yeah, I was going to say puts on a new shell. He has a fancy shell he keeps for special occasions.
I have Lord's clothes. I'll just put those on.
Or maybe Vermal can turn his shell inside out, and and it's like nicer on the inside. Is Vermal still here? I haven't heard him in a while.
Playing golf.
Can we bedazzle his shield? His shell?
Yes, you obviously can do that.
Just make a big smiley face.
That link didn't work, Stephanie. It says error invalid.
404.
Okay, so you guys all dress up, and then you head to the back door. There is, it's just a gate that's just big enough for one Luxodon to guard it. And there are several Luxodon guards there. And as you approach, they just step out of your way silently, and the elephant captain is there waiting for you, and without a word, he just starts marching in, as expecting you guys to follow.
Wow, follow.
Okay, you guys are led to the king's private study. This picture, by the way, is the king mentioned.
Yeah.
you see, you guys can all roll your perceptions in the study.
Hey, okay.
And I rolled mine first, and then I'm gonna roll Juju. So I got a.
Oh, I rolled a critical fail perception for you. You were still cleaning paint while everyone else was talking to the king.
Well, I got a critical fail for Juju this time. Sorry.
So Ron and Quarter and Mention and Twig. I don't see Vermal. Vermal, are you here
Turtle.
Turtle.
in a while?
Guys, I totally forgot I had ice cream. I'm so excited right now.
And I'm so jelly.
I can't get the lid off though.
Send it here. I'll help you. Where's Vermal?
Here, turtle.
Fall asleep. Anyways, everyone that rolled high, basically everyone except Juju, notices there's all sorts of crystal statues inside this room on pedestals. There are just gorgeous pieces of art. There's old shields. There's weapons on the wall. He has a giant white marble desk. And he's sitting behind it, and he looks much more tired and worn down than when you saw him in public.
Howdy! We're fancy now.
Indeed you are. I guess you're wondering why I've gathered you here today.
That's my line.
Please do tell.
I appreciate your offer to take care of the rebels outside. The only problem is I couldn't speak of it in front of that Lycromancer wench.
Understandable. I would not either.
So I take it you don't like her that much.
There's not a Luxodon or citizen of Al Qaeda that likes them that much, I'd wager. Except the ones making power and money off them.
Yeah, we don't like him either.
Well, my spies have come across some information. They believe the Lycromancers are actually funding the rebels outside, hoping to cite a big enough incident that they would take over all governmental roles in the city and leave me, well, I guess without a job, really. Right now, we're precariously balanced with the Lycromancers needing one of us in power and their greed to take that power away. Like, I do not want to see any Luxodons killed, but I do need them stopped. If they cause any sort of dissident, anything that could be called an actual war or battle, the Lycromancers will come here in full force and take over.
So would you say that they are friend to the Lycromancer?
I can't say for sure that those young rebels even know who they're being funded by.
Okay.
Do you think you could talk to them on my behalf? I feel like they might listen to you more.
Well, here we go. So what's going to happen is they're going to say, well, how do we know he's telling the truth? So we're going to have to say, well, he's telling the truth because...
And then you've got to give us some kind of proof, pal.
Exactly that. Thank you.
What they said, because they're smart.
Give me a second.
I mean, were they to attack us, it would just be self-defense. That's very different from murder.
Oh yeah, we're helping out so many people.
Wait, are we even good guys? Oh no, wait, that's our Shorty's game. Our Shorty game is the evil game.
We've done some good stuff.
Which, ironically, I think we're actually better people in our evil game than we are in our normal game.
We did take care of that town.
I don't disagree with you.
The king says, you're right. You're quite right. We do need proof. And that is what I would also need from you. I believe in Magister Salison's office you would find all the proof you need.
So you want us to go on a panty raid?
Heyo.
Once again, I'm worried that this is a mainlander term, and us island folk don't know what that means.
Yes, it just means we will rob her private quarters of anything of intrinsical value.
Well, here's the good news. Her quarters are in the palace. she knows that you've all been invited to the party, so maybe at some point during our royal dinner, one or two of you could sneak off and help obtain the proof, while the others create some sort of distraction. Actually, I'm not the expert on this. I'm just spitballing.
I am a magnificent distraction.
Yes, it could be a group effort. I could play my flute and I could tap dance at the same time and follow my face. It would be great.
Oh, I was just going to seduce her.
Oh, okay.
Because here's the thing. If I do seduce her, I've distracted her. If I don't seduce her, I'm still distracting her.
I forgot, do you look like a human quarter?
I do in this form.
Does anyone want to mention what you guys want out of this?
Well, that's a good question. So fortune and glory, obviously. Money, usually good. Gotta reestablish the order because just me right now. Patronage, good. Patronage.
Why are you guys letting the person who knows the least about the main story answer this question? You guys all want something from this guy. No one else is speaking up.
Wait, I thought this was like his personal ones. Well, like we were going to go around and we were going to talk about what each one of us wanted. I mean,
no,
I know what the overarching story is that we want.
You guys are here for a reason.
No. We want us to kill the people who jumped out of the people's mouths that we captured inside the ham that tried to kill us. But we killed them instead, and we ran away, and we kill more of them, and we run away some more.
We're
You're
looking for a
right.
piece
She
of a
speaks
lamp.
for all of us.
We're looking for a piece of a lamp.
I'm
That's why
pretty sure
we're
it's the
here.
gibberish that the monster just screamed. That's what we want.
Yeah.
The king's ears are just like wide open, trying to listen to all of you at once. And he goes, well, of course, once we can get rid of the Lycromancers, I will have the Druidic Order bring back to full power and privilege. As far as a lamp, you might want to be more specific, because there's a lot of lamps in this palace.
We want the broken one that's fancy, that has a lot of powers.
Perhaps we have some of the missing pieces to this lamp hidden very, very far away, and we would like to reconstruct said lamp to possibly use its power to get rid of the Litromages.
No. Rule number 1 of thievery: you don't tell people what you got.
Yeah, it's not with us. Yes, dear.
So, anywho, that's what we want, right? We want the piece of the broken lamp, pal.
What kind?
Yeah.
Well, you would be doing me a great favor. Why would I trust you with something supposedly the king of our great nation gave me to entrust in safety?
I mean, you just said we'd be doing you a great favor.
And we're going to use it to kill the Litromages.
Yeah.
It's a win.
Guys, stop talking. You have so many things you could say that would just help him trust you. I don't know why you're being abrasive.
I mean, we literally had two of the other people that held the other two, or two of the other pieces, trust us enough to give us those pieces.
Then say that. Bring up some names. You guys have all your notes. Like, tell him who sent you.
The Pauper King told us to come over here. He gave us his piece of the lamp and said, you've got the final one.
And before him, it was a wizard.
Yeah, the Grand Vizier. We helped out both of those guys. And now we're rounding the bases now. You are next on our list of people to help out.
We even helped out some pirates.
Yeah.
We're on an epic adventure.
And our goal is to wipe out the Litromages, which is what you're into, or what would also help you, right? That was a question for you, Tom Hyer. Did Tom Hyer kill himself and left? Got it.
Yeah, pretty please. Pretty please with a cherry on top.
Sorry, I got muted. I'm sorry.
I'll make you a cute nickname.
I was talking the whole time.
You totally hear you now.
I was saying that he said, I am very much into that, sir. And yes, help me with this. Get the rebels in line. Find the proof they'll need to believe you. And the Lycromancers will be stuck. Right now, they need us. They want to harvest our power crystals that we farm here, but they don't know how to do it. So as long as we hold on to that information and power, they can't take me out of the picture.
How many Lycromancers are in the city right now?
I would say there are probably around 20 to 30 in the city, and there are boats offshore, a couple hundred more.
Ah, shoot, that's not too many. We can do this. Twig's better than half of them.
He's not asking you guys to kill them. He's just asking you to stop the rebels from causing more trouble, so they don't bring in more Lycromancers.
Well, let's talk about the rebels real quick. What can you tell us about the captain of the resistance, Anwar? How will we get him to trust you guys, or trust you, other than what we might find in the Magister's office? Do you trust him? Is he someone we can trust?
Anwar is as power hungry as he is idealistic. It's hard to tell if we can trust him. It's hard to tell how much of his own bullshit he believes. I believe he does have a good heart, but he's also the one riling up the young folk the most. If he can't be convinced, then he needs to be silenced.
Okay. You got anybody else out there that would be any spies out there working for you that we might be able to contact in case we need help?
I have spies everywhere.
Okay.
If you need help, just look. He gives you a piece of yellow chalk, and he says, "Draw a broken tusk on a barrel, and someone will find you."
Interesting.
Just any barrel?
Yes.
Okay.
What if there's no barrel?
I mean, and also question: inside the city, outside the city, doesn't matter, huh? Just tusk on a barrel.
Yep.
All right. There's not like a password after that. Somebody shows up.
Nope.
Oh, all right. Okay. So the guy who's running the rebels out there, like, you know of him. Do you know him? Like, is he like a nephew or a son, maybe?
Nope. He is from a rich family,
Okay.
but they didn't live in the city. They were country folk.
All right. Well, suppose while we're here at the party, is there a way? Twig, believe it or not, is our rogue person who steals shit. How can she get up to the magistrate's offices during the party?
I'm sneaky.
Exactly.
As you were escorted from my office to the dining hall, I'll make sure the captain takes you in the route right by her office, so you'll at least know where it is.
Cool.
Hey, what am I looking for in there? Right up my arm.
You're looking for evidence to prove that the rebels are being funded by the Lycromancers. If you show that to Anwar's people, even if he won't be swayed, they'll probably lose their faith in him.
Alright, so I'm looking for money stuff.
Money, yes.
Alright.
Twig
is dying.
Tell me what you're gonna go find.
Twig is choking on a stick.
All right. The king dismisses you, and the captain takes you through a couple corridors. And at one point, he doesn't even have to point it out because there are two Lycromancer guards outside the door. They glare at you guys as you walk by. And then you're led into a grand, giant, like, this would be, I guess the way I'm trying to describe it is, it's grand for people the size of Luxodons. Like, it would be even grander and bigger for humans. So it's a giant, beautiful white marble, ornate hallway with lots of marble statues of heroic elephants and things that just seem to be stories and part of their history, and past kings as well. And there are rows and rows and tables of food. There's a lot of guests here. This seems to actually be quite a big affair. The guard captain leads you to a table that seems to have been reserved just for you guys, and it's pretty close to the exit you guys came in from.
Okay.
There are random servers. Most of them are not. These crystals are nothing like the orbs or infinity stones. They're more like fuel.
Oh yeah, I was just asking just because I felt like I maybe had missed something on that.
It definitely did.
Yeah, that's okay.
Because I explained it 3 times so far. You're the guy that was ahead of you in line kind of gave some exposition on it, that the elephants on this island harvest a certain crystal
Yes.
that the Lycromancers want, but they don't know how to harvest it. That's why the king is able to stay in control.
You got to make yourself indispensable.
Yep.
More money, more problems.
And an elephant never forgets to kill.
The servers are either young elephants or young Luxodons, or there are some what look like other anamorphic animals, like llama people and camel people. What do you guys want to do?
Well, man, we're rolling into dinner, right?
Like you say, like it's in the eat.
Is this like gathering time? Like,
Yeah, the party's already in full swing. The king talked to you longer than he meant to.
okay.
Yeah, we're gonna sit down to dinner, and I feel like once quarter starts in on hitting on the magistrate, that's when Twig would sneak off upstairs to the office, right?
Is it gonna just be Twig? Because there were guards outside. I don't know if you guys have any ideas for that.
Tell me about the Lycromancers. I don't really know them.
Me?
Well,
Yes.
somebody.
Yeah, I like the idea of someone else telling them why you guys all are after the Lycromancers and what you're doing with this lamp, because I don't think you've told him.
No.
They don't like magic people, and they kind of want to take magic all for themselves. So fuck them. They're kind of like magic Nazis.
Okay.
Yeah, there's heebie-jeebie people, and they're mean and creepy and magical, and they have
hot.
magic for themselves, but they're trying to make magic everywhere else not legal, so that they all they kill us all. But Twig ain't magic, but she don't mind. She just wants to kill them all. It's all good. Cause they pop out of people's mouths and they try to kill Twig's friends.
They can poison food.
I got a ham.
That's Andy's contribution.
Okay. And are these human people, or are they different races, or what are they?
All human.
All humans.
White.
Nasty little things.
Just a whole bunch of white folk getting privileged about their magic.
Yeah.
I mean, I never said they're all white, but they're definitely all human.
I mean, D&D world. Human folk are white folk.
And they're not very big. They's much smaller than Twig. And Twig can crush them.
And
But they got the
really like
heebie-jeebie
leather.
magic where they crawl out of your mouth if you eat their food.
All right. So what's the plan to distract the guards?
Well, you were gonna seduce, right?
Yeah, I was going to try to seduce the main Litro Mage lady.
Yeah, but that's not going to do anything with the guards.
Oh, am I trying to distract the guards, or am I trying to
Well-
distract, like, the party?
There
I
are
think
two
you can talk
guards.
about 2 different plans.
There are 2
Someone's
guards.
distracting the lady in the ballroom so she doesn't notice any of you guys leaving, and someone's got to do something about the guards, which could be Twig, or someone else could go with her.
Yeah, I think you want to. Someone needs to get the guards to go away somehow. So
Go away. I can distract them.
Okay.
Juju Boo Boo, Batman, you want to come with Twiggy?
Let's do it.
Firm
I
over
love
on
you.
your
You
shelf,
talk like that.
and then pretend like you can't get back up, and the guards will have to come help you.
I'm gonna do a magic trick.
I
You could've
feel like
showed
that's a
him.
terrible decision.
Actually, that might not be a bad one.
It will definitely distract them as they're
Yeah.
trying to murder you.
No, they just think he's gonna be drunk, and he's sneaking out of the party because he's trying to find a place to pee. Because everybody knows every single party don't got enough bathroom.
Need more
I don't
outhouse.
want to know what a medieval elephant bathroom is like.
Ugh.
It's basically just a room with shit in it.
Yeah, but shit the size of Juju. Okay, are you guys still planning? I'm just waiting on you guys.
Oh, I guess we can pretend she's drunk. If you don't like my magic trick.
Do the guards we passed? What are they wearing?
They look kind of like stormtroopers, but wearing red plate mail instead.
No, Tweak gonna be sneaky. You're the distraction. So you just pretend you're looking for somewhere to make a little dwarf poop. Because the elephant poop palace is way too big. So you gotta find a private room to make dwarf poops. And you make a trick for them. And then Twig gonna go sneaky behind them.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go, Twig!
All right. While you guys are really not whispering this, it's fine.
Well, I didn't see a closet anywhere nearby.
Well, you guys talk inside
Lots of
Vermal's shell.
tradition.
That's your new thing. Is everyone sticks their head in one of Vermal's holes. So, fuck, what was I gonna say? All right, everybody, roll your perception.
21!
I got a 16. Juju got a 5.
Chris, are you there? I see you finally rolling, but I haven't heard you.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm obviously because I'm waking up so early in the morning. I'm passing out here and there.
Oh, sorry.
All good.
Let's do something for you then before you go. Vermal, what is your contribution? Are you gonna help be a distraction at the party, or help in any way for the stealing part?
Ooh, I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna steal. I'm gonna try and what? Sorry, I don't mean for you to like have to re-describe what's around us, but
you right now the plan is that Stephanie is gonna go try to steal these documents in an office, and Juju is gonna go help distract the guards outside the office.
okay.
Quarter is going to go hit on the magistrate to try to distract her from noticing any of them leaving. I don't know what Ron's doing. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah,
Right.
I'll help Twig stealth. I think both of us are pretty at stealthing. So I'll go ahead and burn my last 2 key points. And give us both pass without a trace. So it's plus 10 to our stealth roll.
Okay. Does that count as magic?
Yeah, pass without a trace is a magical. It's like a
It's not magic.
spell. Well, no, it's using your key point, using my key points. It's using the spell pass without a trace.
Roll your insight.
Oh, I still have some of that. 5.
Roll your stealth before you cast this.
18.
Okay. You start to channel your ki when suddenly a incredibly strong hand starts gripping your skeletal arm painfully. You feel your wrist bones creaking together, and the captain of the guard goes, "I can't believe I have to explain this to you, but how the fuck are you casting in a room full of lycromancers?" Take that shit outside. And then he just walks on.
Oopsie poopsie.
Double doopsie.
I'm okay with it.
You guys are quartered this part before you do that.
I'm sorry, what?
Quarter should probably already be hitting on the lady before you guys try to disappear.
Oh yeah, 100%. And before I do that, I am just going to very quickly I'm gonna paint the lady in red just on a canvas.
On your table napkin.
I mean, I keep scrolls with me.
I just thought it would be funny.
Just hand her a table napkin of her looking really slutty and just give her a wink. No, I'm gonna paint something. Let's see how tasteful it's gonna be. Pretty tasteful.
Mm.
Okie dokie.
Side boob.
And then I go up to her and I offer it to her as a gift.
Yeah, Ron, what is your plan during all this? How are you contributing?
Sorry, I'm slow. My way to contribute, I would like to go upstairs with those guys.
All right. If
Thanks, hon.
all of you disappear, it's going to make it real obvious.
In that case, I'm going to stay here.
And widger it up.
Yeah, are there any other Lycromancers around? Just her?
There are other soldiers, and there are I'm going to say 2 other women. The soldiers all seem to be men, but they're not sitting at tables. They seem to be guarding around the edges of the party. The only people enjoying the party are the 3 women that are all at the
Roll
same
together?
table. Yep.
Great, I'm going to roll up. Wingman style.
Hold on.
And I stepped away for a second. Who else is hitting on him? Or who else is talking to the Lycromancers?
Just Quarter.
Great.
All right, Quarter, you have given her your painting. Can you also just roll your charisma? Just straight charisma?
Sure. Which one did I paint? The one with hair or the one without hair?
The one on the far left with no hair. She's the magistrate.
That's fine. All right. Did you say performance or persuasion?
Just your charisma.
Oh, charisma. Got it.
That's not fair, Josh. This Stephanie's the one who picked. I just looked up. I just had these out of the ones we were picking for the magistrate.
Uh-huh.
I'll put it out.
Adam in a folder.
Elven King also has boobs. Just throwing it out there.
He just asked Adam to just dump his Rule 34 file.
there it is.
All right, she looks at the painting and she looks at you really sternly, but you can just see a little bit of a smile in the corner of the mouth, and she goes, I didn't realize that amongst rescuing Luxodon, you are also a great painter.
I am a great many things. Very few of them good. However, I am a very good artist. Decent at conversation, better in the sack. I am Meliodas.
Ah, and super humble, too. And what brings a human not in the Necromancer army so far out to such a loathsome island?
Well, you never know where the winds at sea will take you. I seem to have found myself quite at home here. What brings you here?
The will of my queen.
So there is a queen.
You would what's that?
I wouldn't what?
You would have already known that.
Yeah, I know. Enough about her queen. I want to hear about you.
Well, I'm a Pisces, and
The foot of the zodiac. Delightful.
I am not balding. This is a choice.
And it's a very good one.
Good night, Vermal.
Good night,
Night,
everybody.
Vermal. Love you.
Vermal, roll 2 sneaks first.
Sure.
2 stealth.
But don't look at what they are. You'll find out later.
Oop.
Great.
11 and 9.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Bye.
All right. No, she looks at you and she goes, "How about a drink?"
Hold on. I'll take a guess and I'll come back with what I hope is something you will enjoy.
I look forward to it. Make it a double.
She's gonna need it.
She's
All right.
she before you leave, she goes, "I do loathe these things."
Sweet. Like I said, it works either way, even if she hates me.
By the way, Ron was next to you. Which one were you gonna talk to, Ron? The black-haired lady or the hooded lady?
I rolled up to both of them and I said, "Hey, ladies, have you all ever seen a unicorn?"
Did you
That could go either way.
Did you roll your insight?
All right. Because I'm telling you, the ladies go crazy for the unicorn.
They might, but I don't
Not the good kind of crazy.
this. You don't show them magical things.
Oh, yeah, got it.
He does. To be
I
fair,
will
he
not
does
warn
hunt
anyone else.
magical
I have
things.
made it super clear.
He does hunt magical things. They might appreciate that.
Oh, yeah, hold on. Let me try that one more time. Can we run it back?
Have you seen ever seen the head of a unicorn?
Donate your unicorn to their cause because they will take it from you.
I got you. Listen, I got a good one here. You ready?
Yes,
Take 2. All right, ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, ladies, I'm Ron of Loudwater. Do you guys like murdering magical shit as much as I do?
Murdering, capturing, and taking control of.
Oh, yeah, I don't capture it. I murder it, cut its head off, bring some kind of trophy to a town. Kill all kinds of magic shit. What's the biggest magic thing you two have killed?
Well, like I said, we prefer to be able to use them for our benefit. Have you ever thought about doing a live capture? We certainly pay more for a living.
Sure. I mean, I'm down for whatever. Listen, I'm a working man, you know? Here, check this scar out. And I kind of like pull the thing over so she can see a huge scar on my shoulder. Got this from a manticore down in, where was that, Sodden. And I hike up my pants to show a little bit of leg. Got a wicked crazy burn there. Like this, like a red dragon. An actual red dragon. Yeah. Hold on, I got one of his teeth on this necklace.
The ladies do seem slightly impressed, and they go, a working man. We've never really associated with one of those.
I hold out my hand for a handshake. I'm Ron of Loudwater. What are your names?
Mention make up a name, and Stephanie make up a name.
Susan.
Susan is great.
All right, Karen. It is.
Oh, no. It's Stephanie.
Wait, got it. Sylvia of Snake Bottom. Gross.
And Susan. That's cool. I'm Ron.
Yes, you've said it 3 times now.
I give him a card.
They look at your card and they go, Witcher.
Oh yeah. Everything you heard is true. We're fucking mutants. It's real.
Well, I guess a mutant is better than a Luxodon.
Oh, I like that we can talk like this, but we're at one of their parties. We should play cool.
What is going to be our city soon, anyways? And Susan goes, "Quiet, Sylvia. Sir Witcher, we actually might have work for you. Something that pays probably better than any job you've ever had before."
That sounds great, but honestly, ladies, tonight's for having some fun. Here, I grab a flagon of wine and pour them both some glasses. Come on, let's have some fun, right?
Ah, if only she goes, if only there was some good music. I love dancing.
Don't do it, Ron. It's a fucking accordion. Don't fucking do it.
Play a mazurka. Play a mazurka. Yes, Fred. A hero
Anyway,
time.
all of the female necromancers are very distracted. You guys still will want to roll a stealth out of there to not, trip over a waiter and make a bunch of stuff crash.
Or I'll go to the other side of the room and knock over a waiter to distract everyone to the other side of the room.
28 bitches.
Juju. Oh, I guess Quarter. Can you roll Juju stealth? I forgot. I'm sorry,
I'd
man.
be happy to.
Mention, what are you doing during all this?
So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna go to the other side of the room, bump into a waiter, and knock shit all over the floor.
Okay.
So everyone's looking over here while they're trying to get out. Not like they need the help. And then my other part of the plan will be to just sort of keep my eye on any one of these people who might go to the magistrate's office and try and run interference if that happens.
Okay. Roll your performance.
19. Look at that.
Nice. Melodious and Twig are looking around the room waiting for the perfect moment to leave when
You mean somebody else in Twig?
I'm sorry, Juju, Vermal, and Twig are waiting around for the perfect moment to leave when Stampy gets up and says, wait for the signal. And then about 20 seconds later, Stampy just accidentally trips over one of the servers who's carrying 2 large metal trays, and it just causes a huge commotion and clattering, and the server looks like they're going to cry because they're going to lose their job, and they're just apologizing loudly to Stampy.
Sorry, my fault. It's on me. Sorry. Hey, sorry everybody. Sorry. Let me get the napkin. I'll get some napkins.
It's a lot of napkins.
Well, I'll get a bunch. Somebody get some napkins.
I'm just imagining him being like, do these people even know what napkins are?
I usually just wipe my mouth with my ears.
So fuck, what was I gonna say? Okay, you 3 successfully make it out of the room without anybody noticing you. Actually, Josh and Melodious, you guys can roll your perceptions.
You said perception, correct?
Yeah.
It's a 18.
That is a natural 21.
Quarter, it seems like at least to your eye that everybody was thoroughly distracted by that big crash as you walk up with whatever drink it is you had chosen. The 3 of you guys, maybe you guys want to roll your perception when you get to the hallway where the office door is?
That's sneaky.
18.
Quarter, can you roll Juju's perception?
Yes, sorry, I was getting some pasta. Juju, your perception. That's nature. That's also nature. That's a nature again. That's nature again. Okay, we finally found the perception button, and it's a 19.
Juju feels no nature in this room.
I am the embodiment.
So much.
Twig and Juju, you both notice These guards seem pretty bored. They're not talking to each other. They're just staring straight ahead. They haven't noticed you guys. You're just, I'm imagining you're all just Scooby-Dooing the corner where like each of you has your head at a different height looking around the corner at them. What was I going to say? It seems pretty clear. There's no windows into this office. It's just one door. They're each standing on one side of it. So, I guess Juju, you're up.
Okay. So we have to get through another set of guards.
Yes, I thought you were coming to help distract them so that Stephanie can get into the room.
Oh, okay.
You can also use Vermal, even though he's not here, but you can use him if you have an idea that takes 2 people.
No, I'm just gonna walk up to the guards.
Okay.
Okay.
Just stare deeply into their eyes and just fart really loudly.
So I walk up to them. I don't say anything, but I just want to make sure that I have their attention. And then I pull out my flute and I start playing.
Roll your performance. Quarter for Juju. They look at you and they go, "What the fuck are you doing, short stack? Get the fuck out of here."
Aww.
I'm sorry, I thought you could use a smile. So I came over here thinking that I could give you a little bit of a performance and a smile.
We're working and we don't deal with your kind.
Oh, well, I know my shortness is weird sometimes. Some people can't get past that, but I was thinking maybe I could bring you a drink. Would you like a drink?
We can't drink while we're on duty. The other guard elbows him and goes, "You know, we are a bit thirsty."
He said duty.
Oh, okay. So would you like some water?
How about something with a little more kick?
Water with legs.
Beer.
Surprise us.
Got you. Then I'll go get them drinks.
Okay, what are you getting them?
There's a bar, right?
Yep.
Get them stanky shit.
You're going back into the room that you needed a distraction to get out of.
It's all part of a plan.
Okay.
Get them the finest toilet wine.
So I say hello to the bartender. I would like.
Whoa!
Whoa.
Oh my god, I'm laughing so fucking hard. That hello was so aggressive.
What can I do you for?
I would like 2 of your finest beers.
Here you go.
It was really fast. Here's a good tip for you, sir.
Why, thank you.
You're welcome. And I tip my hat even though I'm not wearing one.
All right, you got your 2 beers. Mention, you noticed that for some reason Juju has come back and gone to the bar and just immediately starts walking back out again. So do you want to give him a distraction?
I tried my a pratfall this time into a table. I'm gonna need up the ante here.
Roll your performance.
I'll do it again. Who put this table here?
All right, you fall flat on this table and tip it over, and it spills on a whole bunch of the guests that were sitting there. It causes a big commotion. Everyone else starts yelling.
This never happens in the garden. I must apologize. Tables are really not Loxodon things.
The king has a guard come and grab you by the arm, and he sits you at the table with him, and the king says, "You're making too much of a commotion. What are you doing?"
Just trying to Keep all eyes in this room. That's what.
All right. Juju, you make it back. What do you say to the guards, or what do you want to do?
Well, I hand them their drinks, and then after I hand them their drinks, I'm gonna start dancing.
Sexy dancing?
Sexy dancing.
Oof.
My feet move a lot, and I'm like, I bet you didn't know dwarves could dance. We dance all the time. Just look at my feet. Just look down on the floor at my feet.
They're sipping on their beer, and I guess they feel like they have to watch you because now they've got beer, and they're just nodding their heads like, yep, that is definitely a dance.
It's your distraction. They're looking at my feet.
I feel like, Andy, you don't understand. They're literally on both sides of the door with their backs to the wall. Like, if they're standing there, there's no way to distract them from seeing Juju go inside. You have to get them away from the door.
Okay. I'm gonna throw something at their face and run away.
What do you want to throw?
I was thinking something so much different than that.
I'm gonna
like-
throw one of my carvings at them. Like it's like a piece of wood.
You just have a piece of wood on you?
I do, because I carve sometimes.
Okay, do you say anything?
No, I just stop dancing, I throw it at their face and run away.
Just a pocket full of sawdust.
Shazam! Okay. Roll your... Does Juju have just like a punch attack button already?
Unarmed attack.
So, roll a 1d20 plus 3.
Alrighty, give me a second. Boom skis. There we go.
All right, Juju, you throw the wooden carving and it shatters on the door between the two guards. It doesn't hit either of them, and then you just start running towards the party or away from the party. I feel like away is the only thing that makes sense.
Right, away.
Stephanie, roll a 1d2, and that'll be how many guards chase Juju? I mean, yeah, Juju.
Wait, am I supposed to be rolling something?
Stephanie is.
Oh, okay.
She might be on the phone. Let's go back to the conversation while she's on the phone. Ron and Melodious, you guys are sitting at the table with 3 vaguely amused like romancers.
So there I am, right? Butt ass naked. I've got this Brujah bearing down on me. You know how they are with the claws and the screaming? I figure for sure I'm fucked, right? Get this. There's a loose board in the floor. She slips through that. The board comes up and bails her right through the chest. Boom! Touchdown, right? So I cut her fucking head off, carry it back to the bar, and I'm paid in full. You know, it's not all skill. Sometimes you just get lucky out there.
Which is what every woman likes to hear. Susan says, well, we could use a little bit of that luck, Sir Ron.
Ooh.
So, all right, ladies, you keep harping on about it. What's this gig? Hey, Melodious, the ladies here are telling me that they've got some kind of job for us.
Well, legend has it that there's a great beast that lives under the island, and it guards the crystals that are farmed here, and that makes it quite a dangerous job to be a crystal farmer without waking up this beast. If you were to rid us of this beast under the island, then we would not have any need to be so cautious with our crystal farming. It would help the production a great deal, and the Lycromancers would pay you handsomely and owe you a great favor.
You know what?
I've already got
Pay me
money.
handsomely and owe you a favor. What was that, Melodious? Sorry, bud.
I was saying I've already got money. I want something a little different.
You don't have that much money left to expend a
Shut
lot.
up. They don't
She
know
doesn't-
that.
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure you do that.
I am wearing Lord's clothing right now. All right. I look like a fanciful fancy pants.
Okie dokie.
So Melodious, what are you thinking? Makeout contest? Let's me and you go first to show them what to expect.
Well, I mean, I myself am not privy to the rituals of the Lytromages and everything. Are you allowed to date?
Only within our own people.
Well,
how
would
do
you look at that? You've got 2 arms, I've got 2 arms, 2 eyes, 2 eyes. You've got some things I don't have, but I'm sure the puzzle pieces will fit together.
She goes, yes, all you're missing is a red robe. How would you feel about joining our order?
I mean, I'm certainly not opposed. Never really minded the color red.
I would welcome some convincing, right?
You can feel free to convince us first. If you were to slay this beast, I'm sure we would be much more amenable to your charms.
I mean, there's got to be a midway here. I mean, I can't just go gallivanting off into the depths to fight a beast in the hopes that, something may happen. Perhaps there's some way we could meet halfway. Perhaps like a half payment before and then a full payment afterwards.
I mean, honestly, out there fighting monsters, it's dangerous work, Karen. I just don't know if I'm ever going to make it back. I
Her
worry.
name's Susan.
And I look Susan right in the eyes. I worry, Susan. That might be my last night on this planet. And well, if me, you, Susan, and Sylvia of Snake Bottom aren't gonna, if the 3 of us aren't gonna figure out where Sylvia got that nickname from, then I just don't even know what the hell the point of being alive is.
Susan looks at you and goes, it's where she's from. Is Loudwater a nickname?
Please
that?
don't ask him. Oh, dear God.
It's more of a title, but sure.
Yeah, she she goes, if you're looking for something easy, I'm sure you can find a Luxodon whore. If you want something worthwhile, then you'll meet me after you've killed the beast.
Easy. Can you imagine what kind of work it would be to bang out one of those Luxodons?
Oh my god, you're so right.
In a sack lunch. Am I right? And I go for a high five from Melodious.
He said bang out. Did you hear bang? Okay, no, just saying.
She really laughs at that because anything that's racist and insults another race makes them laugh. And she snaps her fingers and they get more drinks at the table. Roll your guys' Constitution check.
That's a 12.
Yeah, that one's from me. Sorry, I didn't switch my name back over.
Melody, you are feeling pretty buzzed. Ron, you are doing okay.
Incorrect, my friend. I'm super bummed that Snakewater is the town she's from, Snake Bottom is the town she's from, and not a really kick-ass nickname.
After a couple more drinks, Sylvia says, it may not be my nickname, but there is a reason that the town's called that. So I look forward to getting to know you better, Sir Ron.
Oh, that's Ron of Loudwater. And you'll look forward to finding out where I got that name from.
He pees really hard.
Yes!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And I take a bite of a huge turkey leg to punctuate that.
I love it.
Stephanie, you need to roll a 1d2 to determine how many guards chase Juju.
Because they like him?
Because
Too?
he threw a piece of wood at them and ran away. That was his distraction.
Wait, why did he bring him beers? Sorry, I was on the phone trying to cancel my credit card because I ended up getting fraud. So yeah, I missed all of that.
I think Juju thought that. I think he was picturing a different scenario than what I was, because in my head they're on both sides of the door, and just because he's in front of them dancing, they're still right by the door. There's no way for you to get in. So once he realized they weren't actually distracted, he just threw a piece of wood at them and started running.
Yup.
Nice. So both of them started running because I rolled a 2?
Yep.
Perfect.
Andy, roll your athletics, or Quarter roll it for him. And Juju, you gotta hurry up and get in there.
Ah.
I'm sorry, Twig, you gotta hurry up and get in there.
All right, what do I roll?
Check the doorknob.
Cool. I'm checking the doorknob. There's not a button for that.
You just say it.
I checked the doorknob.
It's locked.
Cool. I expected that because I'm better than that. I'm going to use my thieves tool, bitches.
Go for it.
Yes. If I could just find it on my thing, which I thought I had right there. Hold on. These can't playing cards. There we go. Boom.
You
How
very
about them apples?
you very quickly pop the lock on that and head inside. Do you close the door behind you, Stephanie?
Yep.
Do you close the door behind you?
Yeah. Twig ain't no squirrely amateur.
Okay.
Who do you think I am?
Twig! All right, roll your perception. Roll your investigation.
Yeah, that would be better. 14.
All right.
Slightly better.
You notice a pretty basic desk. You notice a wardrobe. On top of the wardrobe is what looks like a stone bowl that you would have for like a mortar and pestle. And you notice a closet. So where you gotta imagine that you have limited time before these guards come back. So what are you looking at first?
I'm looking for documents. I'm gonna go for the desk.
Okay. Roll your perception and investigation again.
Fucking 6. 10. Why?
You do not find anything pertaining to the loofah or anything that seems off. We're gonna go back to Juju. Quarter, roll another athletics check, and also Juju needs to roll a perception.
Whoa! Look at that! He's got legs. He can run.
My little legs have been working out.
These guards, you can still hear them right behind you, but you just keep going around as many corners as you can. At one point, you come around a corner and you see some Luxodon guards, and you just keep going. You don't head towards them. I assume you're trying to keep this to yourself. I'm sorry, I shouldn't assume. You can go down one empty path, or you can head towards Luxodon guards.
I'm gonna head towards the guards.
Okay, what is your plan here? Because now these guards are staring at you, running at them, and any second the the Lycromancers are going to come around the corner.
So I'm just gonna stop, and I'm just gonna have to tell them the truth.
Why are you running, sir?
Okay, so my supporter left me. See, there was this time where I fell because I got this like bird thing, but it really turned into like a camel. Didn't understand it, and I fell off and I hit my head. And then after that, I've just been acting weird. So I just went a little weird, and I'm just trying to find my supporter, get things back under control. So I'm really sorry.
They look at each other really confused. While you're explaining this, the Lycromancer guards have caught up behind you. And the elephant men look at each other and they go, "Is supporter dwarven for mate? Or is he talking about his... I'm sorry, ma'am, are you lost?"
Yes. I am lost.
If you haven't picked up on it, I'm having all elephants can't tell male from females in other races.
I don't know my way around.
The Luxodon guards go, "What are you guys up to?" to the Lycromancer guards, who are like, "This little twat threw a piece of wood at us."
I did not. I'm so sorry if I did, but I don't remember it.
Can you roll persuasion for Andy? Can you roll deception for Andy?
Just so you're aware, I did give you a bardic inspiration. I thought you were the one I gave it to.
Yeah, you did.
But I can roll deception, of course.
Yeah,
I'd be happy to
roll
do
that first. Yeah, I would stick with that. You rolled a 20 deception.
Noise.
The Lycromancers do not believe you at all, but the Luxodon guards do believe you. So the Luxodon guards get between you and the Lycromancers, who they already hate, and they start going, "Hey, why don't you leave the little guy alone? He's the guest of our king." And the Lycromancers are like, "Hey, why don't you get out of our face with your fat, ugly trunks and let us do our jobs?"
How dare you?
No.
And then the Luxodons are like, is that alcohol we smell on you two? Are you guys on duty drinking? I'm sure you're to hear about that. And the guards just look at each other and they go, "This isn't over." And they just walk back towards their post.
Wait, why would they go back on duty? They just been caught being illegal off duty. When they get relieved?
No. This is
Well, they suck.
not what's happening. They're walking away so they don't get busted by their actual boss.
Andy, start the fight back up.
Stephanie.
I would start a war.
Stephanie. I was hoping this be really funny if you turned into a whole international incident instead of doing what you're supposed to do.
That's all I have to say about that.
But yes, I think Twig did write that speech. That's why they're teammates. On this Stephanie, the wardrobe or the dresser?
Wait, okay, wardrobe is where she keeps her dresses, and the dresser is where she keeps her lingerie?
No. The dresser would be more like a filing cabinet, and the wardrobe is like a closet. Like there could be anything in it. It's like a vertical storage space.
Okay, so the dresser... Okay, I'm going to go into the filing cabinet dresser, quote unquote, because that's pretty much where lingerie is kept. Also, maybe files.
It's a square box with drawers. It could be anything in the drawers. I don't know why you're giving me shit about this.
Who the hell keeps lingerie in a closet?
Who said you're looking for lingerie?
What's going on?
Twig, stay on target. You're there for paperwork.
Looking for papers. I actually keep my paperwork in my closet, but I keep my clothes in my dresser, so I'm very confused.
And I'm sitting here whispering in her ear, "Steal her panties."
Steal her penis?
I would, I promise. All right, I'm going to look in the dresser.
I'm so proud of you. Roll your investigation and your perception.
Fucking shit. 22! 22, double 22s. Take that. Ha! 21. Take that also. Ha ha!
I gotta get some water. I'll be right back.
That better mean I found some panties.
I forgot.
Hot pink and lacy.
Now then, while he's gone, just write underwear on your sheet.
I totally am. Don't worry, Quarter. You can put on your sheet soon.
Stephanie, is this the game where your character can just make underwear appear?
Wait, is it?
Or is that your evil shorty one?
Oh no! It's Volpixis. Can just pull underpants out of her pockets randomly.
I have to take out the trash. I'll be right back.
Wait, it's 10:56. I thought you'd take the trash out by 10.
No, it's by
He
11.
takes the trash out a lot.
Right?
Seems like every day, right before 11.
I have a way bigger trash can, so I do not do it as often.
No, I like to take my trash out like twice a month.
No, I have 3 kids, so I usually take it out like a couple times a week.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They
it's
make-
just me.
you're lucky. My bathroom trash probably like 2 times a month. It's not bad. Mostly when the kids leave like juice pouches on my dresser. Ugh. I'll outgrow it. Do you guys have enough toilet paper? I have a ton of toilet paper.
You know, when this all went down, I could not find it at all. And then I went grocery shopping a couple days ago, and you can now get toilet paper. So
Nice. Yeah, I couldn't get any either, but I got lucky because 2 weeks before it all went down, Target had this. If you buy $50 worth of house cleaning products, you get a $15 gift card. So I was like, sure, why not? And so I ended up buying a way more toilet paper than I would normally buy, and laundry detergent and disinfectant. So I was completely stocked up on like disinfecting wipes and toilet paper before 2 weeks before it happened.
nice.
Yeah, so it just happened to be.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, I have still like 10 bottles of sanitizer
Wow.
from way before. Like, I haven't bought sanitizer in a couple years. I just have tons of it stocked under my cabinets.
I have these, like, when did I get them? It was maybe last year for like, maybe it was Christmas. I don't know, but I got a bunch of like little Bath and Body Work hand sanitizers.
Oh, yeah. I always put those in people's stockings.
Yep.
It's a go-to. And the men one only have like 3 smells that are good, so I always buy the same ones.
I have dragon fruit, lavender, and what's the other one? Is there another one? Japanese blossom or something like that?
Oh, I have Oh, yeah, you have the cherry blossom one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have Copacabana coconut, and I've got one that's called, oh, it's some sort of like cacio latte
What?
instead of catulator. They're trying to make a cute play on words, but
Oh no.
Yeah, but no, usually the ones I get are like the spa smelling ones.
Okay.
Yeah. Wow, he's taking a while. The trash room's like 1 door down from him. So I'm
Maybe
gonna say
he's
I stole
trying to-
like 5 pairs of panties.
God.
Also, like a couple garters and some weird strappy things that Twig has no idea about.
I'm back.
Yeah.
My mom was really laughing at you guys talking about me needing to take the trash out.
Nice.
But yes, there's rules in this building about you have to throw it out before 11.
Every day.
Right before 11 instead of.
Well, my mom is the one that wants it every day, and the
Oh.
building is the 11. But yeah, she also likes to cause drama if I forget, so it's just worth it to do it.
All right.
Do it at like 6 p.m.
Except if we didn't create any new trash, that would be fine. But she does. So it's
Gotcha.
like I don't want to go out more than once.
Okay.
So yes, you find what appears to just be all sorts of clothing in these drawers, but when you tap on the bottom of one of the drawers, it sounds hollow, and you can actually lift it up, and you do find a series of letters between what the fuck is her name? Magistrate Salison and Anwar, with details of troop movements within the gate to plan an attack, as well as money drop-offs.
I'm putting it in the chat, you guys. So just in case somebody wants to copy and paste and put it in their story so they remember.
They're not a musical troupe. They are troops. They are soldiers.
You don't know that.
Okay.
I'm the only one that does, apparently.
Oh,
Fine.
sorry.
Troops with 2 O's. Jeez.
Yep. Shakespeare.
Can I also grab some ladies' under things?
If you want to make it even, if you want to risk it being even more obvious that her stuff has been messed with, sure. It's up to you. I'm not stopping you.
Fine. I'm going to replace some of the stuff I found with other lingerie inside my pockets from other places I've stolen.
Do you actually have that in your inventory? Because if it's not, you don't get to just make it up.
Well, she has in her inventory, quote unquote, random stuff she's taken from places.
That's not okay. I've never approved of that.
It's in her backstory, and also it's in her character details. It says,
Just because
I
you
hide-
it doesn't mean that's okay. You need actual items in your inventory. You don't get to just magically say, "Oh, I have this thing" when I need
it
it.
says she hides trinkets away in her.
Not
in-
good enough. How many more times are you gonna make me say it?
Let me find
3
some.
more times. 3 more.
I have dark common clothes. Hang
What kind of
on.
trinket?
I have.
From now on, when you go places, you need to actually be told what you steal.
Yeah, that would be great.
And say when you're stealing it, not just saying I magically have what I need.
Oh wait, you know that gross string that the elephant lady threw back out because I switched her out with the curtain I gave her?
Sure.
So can I just put that string in and steal another G-string?
There are no other. I'm
What
fine.
kind of woman has no G-strings? Come on.
Medieval one. It's fine.
She
I'm
sucks
just
so
saying you did it
bad.
because this conversation has to end.
Okay. I'm just trying to be nice to Melodious and get him a freaking evil woman G-string. Fine, I replaced my own underpants so that I could take one out of there.
I'm fine with you switching the string.
Okay, cool. I'm doing it.
We all know that Twig doesn't wear underpants. There's no way you're convincing me of that.
You know what? You're totally right. Yep.
Hey, Jello, how much longer do we have?
We are almost done.
Okay.
Twig, what is your next move? Are you leaving or are you going to search around the room more?
No, I have the information I need. I did a little like rub and buff thing, I guess, and now I know the information. I'm gonna run out with my string in my pocket that is not my string and just try to sneak out.
All right, roll your stealth.
Okay. Sneak a sneak, sneak a sneak. 37! Oh! Take
Um,
that!
Can you hear me?
Nope. Can you hear me?
Yes. That's how
All
this
right.
question works.
I got a
I
37.
feel like I just shouldn't say anything till you admit you heard me.
I did not hear you.
How did you answer the question if you didn't hear me?
Because I didn't hear what you said before it. Sorry.
Did you stop? Jello, just say the thing.
There was no before. It was, can you hear me is the question.
Oh, yes. Now I can hear you.
You do that perfect like Ocean's 11 thing where you walk right out at the exact perfect moment where right when you turn the corner, the guards walk back around their corner.
Yep. I'm
So you even sneak perfectly back into the ballroom. When you get back to your table, the king excuses Stampy to go sit with your friends. Do the two men with the ladies, Ron and Melodious, do you guys excuse yourself? Or is there more stuff you want to say? Juju and Vermal, you guys take the long way around and you get back to the table.
All right.
Hey, y'all.
Good evening, lads.
I found out some bad stuff. We also made a present for Melodious. But let's wait till we all's back together again, all right?
Oh shit! I think I was muted. Can you guys hear me?
Now we can.
There we go.
Hi.
Oh yeah, I've been muted this whole time. Shit. I was saying, I was like, I just want to ask the lady that's Sylvana or whatever her name is. Yeah, if I do go down in the deep to fight this monster for you, I mean, how would I be able to get a hold of you? May I call on you?
Yes, we work in the palace. We'll be here.
I've heard that before.
Are you sure you meant to... You said the name of one of the girls Ron was hitting on. Did you mean Salison, the one you were talking to?
Yeah, Salison, the bald one. Oh, is he talking to two different women?
Yep. Is that...
You're goddamn right I am.
That's Ron.
But yeah, other than that, yeah, I'm totally good. I am going to very, very quickly draw a super duper fast. I'm going to draw a picture of myself very lewdly on a napkin and then push it over to the Lordess.
Salison.
Yep, Salazan. I'm just gonna.
The magistrate. Yeah.
Yeah, essentially, I'm doing about as lewd.
I feel like that would be easy for you to remember.
Yeah, Salison. I'm basically painting a lewd picture of myself on a napkin, but classy nude. Like I'm talking the downward angle. All right, you know what I'm talking about. And I'm passing that over to her before I walk away.
Okay.
Hey, Melodious, do one of those for me real quick.
And I definitely know what that looks like.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Roll your. Oh, you did. Okay. Reason Ron's picture is not as flat as the one you drew for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's okay.
Everybody, it hangs to the right, and everybody knows hanging to the left is better.
No, it's classy. You can only see the V. You don't get any of the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I say,
double, nose double.
Did you say you could see Ron's V?
Yeah, the V.
Why does Ron have a...
I mean, it could be the Trial of the Grasses potions. It could be this hard living, I work out a lot. That's true. But mostly...
So when they say mutant, they mean something else.
No, V, like, the man V? Like, the V that is, like, part of your abs that leads down below your belt? That V.
Oh! So not like, basically, like the crotchal region, which looks a little bit like a letter D, really.
I mean, it's more like above that.
Okay, but if you
watch a music video, guys.
If you guys say V, then I just hear vagine. That's what I thought we were talking about.
Yeah, no. It's like Sleeve a Wizard.
But yeah, I sign it and slide that over to Susan and Snakebottom. And I'm
just
like,
tell them you guys can share.
If you ladies get bored up here in this stuffy ass castle, come on down to the dusty trunk. We'll hang out.
Yes, it will be forefront on our minds. Have a good day, sir.
Oh man, I'm so glad we blew that.
You kidding? What are you talking about? We fucking nailed it. Like, they were distracted the whole time. We did the job. What else are we
Such a
looking
good
for out of
job.
this?
Love it.
I got to work out.
Yeah.
And then
What?
you almost started a freaking war.
You know, it's cool.
I was just
Yeah,
happy
but
that
he burned so many calories.
I was happy that the beer came back into play. Like it was still useful.
Yes.
I thought at
So-
first you were gonna spike their drink or something, or do something to it.
I mean, when I did offer to get her a drink, I had genuinely thought about possibly slipping her a roofie. It had crossed my mind.
Do you have one in your inventory?
I don't not have one in my inventory.
But it's such a melodious thing to have. Can't you just forgive it?
No, again, Stephanie, not how inventories work.
I do have a ship and a bottle. That's basically a roofie. Just drop it on her head.
That I would allow.
Oh my, she's unconscious. Take her to my chamber.
She's a red splatter. That's technically unconscious, I guess.
No way, man. That's not how Ron rolls.
She was really into having that like really thin waist.
Yeah, it's
Well,
a
now
diet.
she's flat.
It's a diet. She only eats chips.
All right, guys. Are we hopping off for the night?
Well, I was gonna say that you guys make it through the rest of the party and get back to the dusty trunk, and you're
Not
in
cool.
you're in one of the rooms. By the way, they gave Melodious a great big nice room, and you guys are in what's basically a hostel dorm room. Everyone else,
But it's elephant size.
yes.
What you said.
Cool.
So you guys can just reconfer what happened on the mission to each other, and then done.
Sounds like she
Hey.
liked my painting.
She loved it.
He liked your music.
I didn't play any. Is that why she liked it? Because I wasn't playing any? Oh, wait, no, we're back at the bar. Oh, I forgot about that.
You're back at the dusty trunk.
She likes your pipes.
Okay, so just confer what happened because nobody's on the same page right now, and then we're done for the night.
Hey,
Hey, what happened, guys?
yeah.
I was making a fool of myself. What were you guys doing?
I think I'm going to marry the Salazan of whatever.
Magistrate.
Hey, I've never remembered a woman's name. I'm not going to start now.
That's horrible.
So listen. Oh, that reminds me. Happy early wedding. And I pull out some like weird G-string thing and hand it to him.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. I'm adding this to my character sheet.
It's red. That's the only thing I can tell you.
And crotchless.
Meanwhile, I met a couple of nice
Edible.
ladies too. A woman
It's
by the
edible.
name of Susan, and another one named, I want to say
Sylvia.
Sylvia of Snake Bottom. But they're definitely fucking horrible racists.
But stacked.
I mean,
I got that.
sorry, ugly on the inside, ugly on the outside.
But I may have come up with something very interesting that you all would be interested in. If you give women nude pictures of yourself, they love them.
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that I can confirm. That's a fact.
Yeah, you
I
can
I
didn't
do
have
get
to
to the
remember
new
that
thing.
because
I'm
the
gonna
men
call
don't
it a-
like the real thing.
I'm going to call it a peenie portrait.
I like that. That's a good name. I bet that'll catch on.
Hey, Melodious, do you think the ladies will like pictures of me too? Because the mans don't like the real thing.
You know what? Drawer like your French girls, man. Let's see what
I've
happens.
somehow forgotten how to paint.
All right, that's okay. So I was digging around in them in the strappy drawers, and I found this stuff, and it was letters and papers, and she was talking to Anwar, and about troops and going to the gate and attacking peoples and paying monies. Yeah.
And paying money to whom?
I was doing my jobs. We was talking about paying monies to peoples who was inside so that they was going to be able to stay in here and wreak some sort of no magic havoc. I get extra points for making a rhyme.
That's a fact. Can we have somebody super smart look through the paperwork and figure out what it means?
I'm voting Vermal.
Well, how about you vote someone that's here?
I'll do it. I'm wise.
Yeah, I
Okay.
vote him.
Should I
Ready, go.
Yeah,
look it up?
Give it dimension. He's
Yeah.
college
Mention, roll
educated.
your investigation.
Oh, investigation? Sure. Eh.
What'd you roll?
I got an 8 and a 19 if you give me advantage.
I'll give you advantage because you have the rest of the night to read this. So
All right.
basically, it's exactly what Twig said. It's troop movements on the inside of the walls, and it's arrangements for money deliveries to Anwar
Yeah. From what's your face?
from what's Magistrate Salison.
Really? So Anwar's working for her.
Yep.
Nice. So we don't want to tell him that we found this. We want to go find his other people.
It depends how you guys want to handle it. You could oust him in front of his own people. You could use it to blackmail him into stopping everything, or you could give it to the king, or however you want to do it. But
Well, I think giving it to the king would probably be a bad idea because I think people just assume that he was, I don't think we're doing anything for the people outside. I think you got to give it to the people outside, the subordinates to the captain.
Yeah, I mean, the king already knows about this. He told us to go get it.
Right. I'd say give it to the lieutenants.
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, I think mostly you want to solve this outside the city.
Yeah.
All right.
So it sounds like you're done for the night.
Awesome.
Let's get this.
Thanks, Jello. You're the best.
So you guys have a week to think about how you want to handle it, I guess.
With
Cool.
2 hands and all Twig's muscles. Ah!
All right. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
That's
Yeah,
yeah.
See you guys.